Morning, Tammy. How are ya? Hi, JD, sweetheart. Yeah, we were watching a little bit of it last night. Nate was telling us about it. I haven't looked this morning, but it's just crazy. This whole freaking country is losing its mind. The sad part is there's a whole lot of innocent people that are going to get drawn into this. It just, if it comes to a civil war, we're screwed. And it's just sad that people can't get over themselves. Hey, good morning, darling. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. It's good to see you. I'm glad you can stop in and say hi. I do have some other songs coming, but I ended up with this mess that I've been dealing with, so gotta get my voice back. But hi, Tammy Sprinkle. How are you, baby? I love you, sis. Hey, niece. How are you, my lovely, beautiful niece? My two favorite Tammys are here. Thank you, darling. Thank you, and hug you back. Hi, Allie. My beautiful sister. How are you? Okay, Tim. I still have to go to the store today. Hey, Rebecca. How are you, babe? Thank you, Tammy. You are too, sweetheart. Well, good. I'm glad it's getting a little better, baby. Hey, Owen. How are you, darling? I was watching your beach video today. Sure is pretty there. Hi, sis. You want to come up and say hi, Jess? Oh, my goodness, Jess. Don't be blowing up the stuff, okay? Hey, Krista. How are you? And I'm a little better. As you can see, I'm talking a lot better. I still got some to do to get my singing voice back, but I slept about 8 hours, so that was cool. But I slept too hard. Y'all ever sleep so hard that you wake up with a headache? Yeah. Yeah, power was off for a lot of people. I think still got people out of power. Yeah, it was cool. I love the beach. I'm a beach girl. I love the beach. It's gonna be strange for me when I go to Tennessee and there's not a beach close by. That's gonna be strange. Guess I'll have to learn to like lakes or something, huh? Sure, Papa. No, Amber, honey, I'm not upset with you. I just have a lot of people coming in at once. I gotta greet everybody. But I'm not upset with you, baby. I love you. I don't have any reason to be upset. I know, Allie. I need to just come visit and hang out with you. Lord, the trouble we would get into, girlfriend. Me too, Krista. Oh, hang on, Tess. I'm sorry. I didn't see you answer me, baby. Give me just a second. I'll send it. There you go, Tessie. I sent it, and I sent yours too, Papa. Me too, JD. I like my phone emojis. Hey, Joe. How are you, sweetheart? You doing all right? There's my beautiful sis. Hi, sweetheart.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing good. I've been up since 4 a.m. I had so much
Holy
I had to
cow,
do.
girlfriend.
I decided to get rid of that other refrigerator last night,
Uh-huh.
and that meant I had all that food and I had nowhere to go with it. So I'm canning this morning.
I really need to learn how to can, but I don't know how to can.
So I have 18 pints of chili and 18 pints of vegetable soup and 10 pints of green beans now. So,
Oh, my goodness.
okay. So I have a quick question, sis.
Yeah.
I bought a whole bunch of ham hocks.
Uh-huh.
What do I do with them?
Ham hocks are really great in any kind of beans. I love ham hocks and beans.
Okay.
Another thing that I'll do a lot of times is I'll put them in the best way. Ham hocks have to cook a while because you have to cook the fat down and get to the meat, so they cook a long time. So any kind of stew, soup, beans, anything like that that cooks a long time. You can also do them by themselves. A lot of times I'll take, if I have a bunch of them, I'll take some vegetable broth and some onions and celery and garlic and just drop the ham hocks and let them all cook together. And then you make a really good stock that you can and keep the stock for soups and stuff.
Okay, that's what I want to do.
Well.
Okay, that's what I do.
Really good stock.
Is it really salty?
Some of them can be. It's not horrible, but
okay.
Taste your stock before you add anything else to it as salt-wise.
Okay. Okay.
I don't usually add more until it's cooked for a while, and then I can taste it.
Okay, thank you. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, but it makes a great stock for soups and beans and stuff.
Right. Okay.
You can also bake them in the oven if you just want the ham hock. You can bake them like you would a ham. But ham hocks themselves have a lot of that tough skin.
Right.
Kind of got to get through all of that. So I don't typically bake them. They are good. They're really good. I mean, I love them.
Let me get one.
Yes, Allie, she can. She'll can it just like any other stock.
That's what they look like. Like they're vacuum sealed, and it
Yep.
says smoked pork hocks.
Yep. I love
Okay,
the meat is really, really good. And I said,
okay,
just make a stock just like you would with anything, any other stock that you make, and then you can can it, and you'll have
but
it for
you
soups and beans.
but you would use vegetable stock. You wouldn't use water.
I do mine with vegetable stock just because it gives
Okay,
it a head start and
that's
it
what I
gives a
want
little
to do.
more flavor, especially if you're going to use it later for soups and beans. Then you won't have
Okay,
to worry about adding stock because you're starting with straight stock.
thank you so much. I had no idea. I never made these. I didn't know anything about it.
I love the meat. The meat is really good. You'll be able to taste it when you get it boiled down a little
Okay,
bit.
so are there bones? Are they? Is it actually bones in it, or is this just meat? Oh, it's
There are
bones.
it's usually one big bone,
Okay.
and occasionally right around where they cut the bone off, you'll find a little bitty small pieces that broke off when they cut it. But you can
Okay.
find them. They're easy, but it is one big bone. And once you cook it for a couple of hours, that bone will just slide right out.
Okay. Thank you.
You are so
Yes.
welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have a good day, Rebecca, honey.
That's what I wanted to ask you. I thought Papa was getting on.
I thought he was too. I sent his invite.
I
Oh, my mystery man's here.
Is Mystery Man Nick?
I don't know. Are you Nick, mystery man?
Because Nick was doing a bunch of them the other day. Mystery Man. Ooh, that sounds exciting.
He's still a total mystery, but I think that might be right.
I don't have any Mystery Man.
Well, he jumps all over the place. He'll probably follow you around too.
Okay. Is Mystery Man nice?
As far as I can tell, yeah. He's never been mean to me, so I don't have any reason not to like him.
Ooh, Mystery Man.
And we all love a good mystery, right, ladies?
Yeah, country girl, man, you're stepping up in the world. Got yourself a Mystery Man.
I know it. Y'all,
I don't get any.
I got to 405 subs yesterday.
Oh my word.
I know. I was like, holy cow. Too cool.
Were you on a big live stream somewhere?
I was
Like,
actually over at with AJ's Adventures.
oh
On
yeah.
I started at 388 and I left that at
Wow.
405. I was like, holy cow. It's totally
Yeah,
cool.
you're growing faster than I did, that's for sure. Wow.
I'm trying to remember when I first started. I think it was, I don't know, maybe end of June, early July, I think.
Yeah, I think so. It
Something like
really
that.
hasn't been that long.
Mm-mm. Hey, Philip. Good morning, honey. How are you?
I fill up, yeah.
So what else are you doing today other than ham hocks?
Well, those are tomorrow. I'm beat.
Well, yeah, especially if you've been up doing that since I gotta figure. I don't even know if I have what I need to do canning tests. I don't know anything about it other than watching my mama.
Oh, you would be dynamite at it. I mean, the stuff you could make.
I don't know. I have a plain old pressure cooker, like you'll put on the stove, but that's all I got.
Okay, you'll want a pressure canner.
Yeah,
You
see, I
can't.
don't have one.
The, um, but you could do tomatoes, tomato sauce, and things like that without a canner. You just get a big stock pot, and you can put a tea towel or something on the bottom of it, and then you fill your jars that way and fill it up with boiling water. And then you just cook your jars in that boiling water for 45 minutes, and there you go. You can do that for tomatoes.
So you just keep the water level up, like just below the rim or above it, or totally covered, or how do you do it?
This. Okay, there you go. For some reason, I lost service for a second. Yeah, if you have pint jars, you don't need to buy anything special for that. It's when you do meats and stuff, that's when you have to get the pressure canner and stuff.
So I guess I'd have to buy canning jars too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have those yet.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, girl. When you decide you want to do it, and people know you don't have jars, they'll give you jars. You'll get donations for jars.
I don't know. Nobody ever sends me anything like they do you.
They didn't for me for the first 6 months either. I didn't get things the first 6 months at all. I don't know. And I have 2 people that actually do most of the, I think, and one is an elderly woman that has no daughters, and I think she just clung on to me, so that was nice.
That was
a blessing. Yeah, that was a real blessing.
And I have to say, I can't say nobody's ever given me anything, because when I first came on, when my
I know what you
husband
meant.
left, that was a huge blessing.
Yeah, I know what you meant. I know what you meant. Papa said he needed a link. I don't know why.
Popo, I sent a Hangouts invite. Is it not working? You want me to just post it in the chat? I did have somebody offer to give me a dehydrator.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I have to pay for the shipping. It's like a glass bottom, I think.
Oh my word.
I just have to pay for the shipping. So she said she had an extra, she'd gotten a new one, and this was her other one. And I was like, well, that would be cool, because right now I do all of mine in the oven. I just throw them in there overnight. Right. And
would the shipping be high?
150, 200. I don't know. She said it weighs about 30 pounds, maybe, because it's glass. But
Is she far from you?
I'm not sure where she's at, but it can't be that much. I mean, as opposed to $70, $80 for a new one, that's 20 bucks.
Right.
You know.
Right. Right. Wow.
There's my pawpaw.
All right. I'll let him talk. Would the shipping be high?
200. I don't know. She said it weighs about 30 pounds, maybe, because it's glass. But
Is she far from you?
I'm not sure where she's at, but it can't be that much. I mean, as opposed to $70, $80 for a new one, that's 20 bucks.
Right.
You know.
Right. Right. Wow.
How are you, Papa? My Papa. I don't know. She said it weighs about 30 pounds, maybe. But she's far from you. I'm not sure where she's at, but it can't be that much. I mean, $80 for a new one, that's 20 bucks. Right. You know. Right. Wow. Hey, Mitchell family. How are you, babe? Hey, Mitchell family. Yeah, I'm excited, Krista. Like I said, I do mine now in the oven. I just put it at 150, 200, and I just let it go overnight, and it does a pretty good job most of the time. Are you there, Papa?
Honey, I'm trying.
Now we got you. I can hear you now.
There is an error loading your app. This app did not load because there appears to be something wrong with it. Ah! Oh, God, there's a full screen of Country Girl with that orange hair. Oh, my God, it's bigger than life.
Well, that would be pretty damn big. Well,
oh, hey. Give me just a minute, because there was something important that I wanted to share with everybody,
Okay.
and I didn't mean to my chat without talking about it. How to get this all situated.
So test while Papa's getting his. You said tomato
Yeah.
with spaghetti sauce. That work that way? Like if it's meatless?
Yes. Yes. If you have no meat in it. This is weird.
So I have a big
This
stock pot. So you put a towel at the bottom. Do I just cover the jars completely with water? Or does it go?
Yes.
Yes. Are you back, Papa?
This, I don't know. It's messed up. Mine is too.
Hey, Autumn.
Okay. I don't know. Strange. What?
Well, I'm not having problems with yours.
I think it's YouTube, some of it, because I've been having troubles now all of a sudden. Yes, sis, whenever you want to do it, let me know.
Blame it on Papa. He's probably one that screwed it up.
No, it's not you. Just let me know when you want to do it. I can walk you through it.
Okay, we can do a hangouts.
Yes. Okay, let Papa talk. I'm going to mute myself for a second.
Okay. The floor is yours, Papa.
I don't know. It's like every time I get on here,
Obviously.
Popo, I don't know if it's your service or your computer, or I don't know. I don't know what you're running on your computer. And I know mine gets pretty well just because I have it straight wired through the Ethernet. It's not wireless. It gives me a boost, but I tell you, Popo, I bought this one, the one that I'm on. I bought it refurbished, and I really haven't had any problems with it. At the very beginning, I did, but that was some Windows BS that Minuteman helped me straighten out. But once I got it straight, I don't have any problems. And I bought it refurbished for $359, and it does great. It does a great job. I think I might can find a link and pop it up there for you if you'd like, where I got it from. Oh, Papa, I love coming to visit you. Getting to say hello. Yummy, fat boy. How are you doing over there? Everything all right? Allie, you want to come up and say hi with me? Milk. It does a body good. Y'all remember those commercials? Awesome, Autumn. All right, Allie, let's see you. There you go, Allie. I sent your invite, baby. Where's the beef? Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking, Tess. If I can do the spaghetti sauce without the meat so that it's all ready, then all I have to do is brown the meat and add the sauce and pasta. That would make it faster, quicker. That it might, or it might put me back to sleep, depending on how many of them I had, Philip. Allie, is it easier for you to jump on the link in chat? All right, I'm going to put a link in the chat, you guys. I'll give you a couple of seconds to pop on, and then I'm going to pull it back. So I don't like to leave it up there because you just never know, but I'll leave it up there for a minute or two, let you guys grab it. Well, I always make my own sauce. I always do. But usually I make it one batch at a time, and and it still isn't bad. It still doesn't take me, but 20, 30 minutes at the most. Hey, sweetheart.
Hi, sweetie.
How are you, beautiful?
I've been beaten up all morning, but I feel better now.
Well, I'm here, and I'll take care of you.
Well, Papa said that you listened to the video and said I had an orgasm when I drank the wine. And I didn't believe him that you said that.
No, I said for a minute there, I was wondering if she was having an orgasm and enjoying the wine because you just were so thrilled.
Right. But he made it like he made you the bandit and he was the innocent guy. And I didn't believe it for a minute. And I said, I will take this up with CG when I talk to her. And he just couldn't stop laughing. So I don't know if he was guilty, if he was lying, if he was being precocious. I don't know.
Well, I did say I wasn't sure if you were having an orgasm or drinking wine because you sounded really enthused.
Oh, I was in heaven.
I could tell. That's why I thought maybe she's getting a really good orgasm out of this.
Autumn wants to come up. Let's meet Autumn. She's a sweeter pie.
I'm just waiting on her to grab it so I can pull the link back down. But
she's such a sweetheart.
Yes, she is.
What's the other thing you sent me? I didn't get it.
I sent it through your Hangouts.
See, Papa this morning sent me what you just sent me, and I couldn't click on it, but he sent me Hangouts and I got it. So it's like, I don't know.
I can put it in there. I just don't like to leave it open.
I hear ya.
Autumn to get a chance to get in here, and then I'll pull it back down.
I still didn't get my pink phone.
It's coming. I think it's supposed to be there by the end of the month, I believe.
Oh,
I'll check it again.
Cool.
It's coming from overseas, and it's shipping regular, so once it hits the U.S., it'll go quick. It's just getting it to the U.S., and with all the hurricanes and the shipping and all that.
Oh, I didn't think of that. I didn't even think of that.
Danny, my darling, there's a link right above you. Come up and join us. Say good morning.
Who? Chasing Bones?
About 12, 13 comments above you, Danny. Yes.
I love him.
Me too. Sweetheart. Hi, Bobby. Good morning, sweetheart. I know I have stuff to do today, so I can't stay on all day, but I'll be here for a little bit. I got to go get my rent straightened out.
Where are you going?
Okay, Autumn, let me see if I can send you a direct invitation. Hang on. I've got to go get my rent straightened out because I did my rent on the 1st, like I always do.
Right.
Autumn, I sent you a direct invitation through Hangouts, baby. See if that'll work. And I had the old account, and when the dumb butt left, I opened a new bank account and I closed that one, and I went in and I fixed it on my server where I have to pay my rent. And for whatever reason, their server that they used the old account instead of the new one.
Hi.
So, hi, sweetheart. So now they're saying, well, just go back and pay it on the regular account. I said, okay. So I go back and pay it, and there's almost $100 in late fees. And I'm like, there is no late fee. I paid this, but it won't let me pay just that amount. It wants to pay the whole thing. So I got to go to the office and tell them to fix the damn thing so I can go pay you. Irks me. How are you, Autumn? Danny?
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, I'm all right.
And my sis is back.
That guy.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah.
How are you,
I'm
good looking thing?
I'm sat here with my daughter.
That looks yummy, sis.
So if you hear giggling beside me, it's my little.
Autumn,
so,
Autumn, where are you from? I love your accent, Autumn.
About an hour north of London.
Oh, I love your accent. It's so pretty.
Thank you.
Danny, look at you sitting up here surrounded by all these good looking women. Boy, you picked the right place to be today.
Hi, Danny. I love you, Danny. I love you so much. We had the best conversation last time. It was awesome.
Hello, dear. How you doing? Yeah, that's my lucky guy that way, see?
I know. All the rest of them poor slops are stuck down there just watching and envying you.
I feel sorry for them.
I love you, Danny. How you doing, sweetheart? You doing good?
I'm doing all right, yeah. Doing better.
Good. Haven't had a chance to talk to you lately. I've been so freaking busy.
Yeah, been a rough few days, but what are you going to do?
They come and they go, don't they?
Yeah. But for those that didn't catch it, my aunt died a couple of days ago.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
My Auntie Ellen, and she was like my mom. So
I'm so very sorry.
she's like a second mom to me. But that was rough, but hey, we're getting through it.
Yeah, that's all you can do. Unfortunately, it's a part of death is a part of life, but it sure doesn't make it easy, does it?
No, some days it makes it kind of rough.
It does. Well, I will keep you and your family in my prayers, honey.
Well, thank you.
Who passed away, CJ? I missed it.
Oh, my Auntie Ellen.
Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie.
Thank you. Hey, WKZZR in the house. Hey, Joe, thank you for subbing. I'll sub you back when I get a chance. Hi, Owen and Bobby and Laura. And Tessie. Hi, Tessie. There, I think I got everybody.
Yeah, my beautiful Tessie. So, Autumn, what are you doing today?
What?
What's up with you today, Autumn?
I did a dedication song for her on my channel if you want to listen to it sometime. I don't know if it's any good, but it doesn't matter. It was for her, so.
I would love to listen to that. I would love to.
Yeah, I'm sorry if
Autumn,
it's
what time
a little
is it
bit
there?
noisy over this from here.
We are out.
Autumn, what time is it there for you?
Time is probably 5 o'clock. 5:40. No, 5:40.
Well, it's not quite noon here for me.
Yeah, we're almost into evening, you know. We didn't leave our apartment until about 3 o'clock, so we probably won't get back until probably 8.
Mm.
Get back to
Cool, Mitchell family. We'll look forward to seeing it. Mr. Mach 1, my baby. How are you, honey?
Hey, Mukwan, how you doing? Coffee, nectar of the gods.
I had milk
Oh.
because I don't do coffee. Douglas, how are you, sweetheart?
Hi, doggy.
I can't see any of the chat because I'm on. So
Yeah, sometimes on mobile you can't. Mine will, but there's been a bunch of people I know can't do both. Mine will, thank goodness.
I don't know if mine will. I've got one in iPhone things.
Well, I know on mine, when I open up the live screen, I have to scroll all the way to the very bottom, like under the comments, under all of the next videos, all the way at the bottom, very bottom, and there's just a little tab that says live chat, and it pulls it up underneath. I have to tap on it. So I don't know if yours is the same, but
Yeah, if I'm on YouTube, I can I just click on the thing at the bottom and it brings up the chat. But if I'm on this is the first time really that I've been on Hangouts, so I can't split screen it because I'm on my my
that's
phone.
why you need an Android phone, because an Android phone will split screen, and I can do both apps.
The next phone that I'm getting, it will be an Android because I am sick and tired of these iPhone things.
I can't stand Apple products. I hate them. I have to do most of my bosses have iPhones and iPads and iPods, and their idea of fixing it is to put it on my desk and tell me to figure out.
It's great for music, but beyond that, no.
I have the Galaxy S8 to do what I love this phone.
Mm.
So what you got going on, Mr. Danny, other than dealing with your family?
Not too much. Sitting on my bum doing nothing at the moment. Just subbing back a couple people that subbed me in there. And
Awesome.
yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna do the rest of the day.
Well, I got up to 405 subs now, Dan.
Oh, good job, Guts.
I know, right? I was like, cool.
King and all that.
And I gotta hurry because I only have 400 and I think.
Mute the volume because otherwise
What did you tell me, Grizz? 494 people before he hits 1,000 when he's giving me away. So at 493, I have to go with protection. Yes, Allie.
Hi, JD. I'm doing all right. Thank you.
Thanks, Chef. Danny, will you pop something in chat? There's a couple of people wanting to know where your channel's at.
I forgot.
You forgot what, baby?
I forgot I was on live chat because I got the chat back up. I forgot I was live.
I love you, Allie.
Well, that could have been fun if you wouldn't have realized.
I'm on Echo. I forgot I was on live chat. Could you get me some subs?
I sure can. Let me just post a link for you. That's probably going to be easier for you. Give me just a second to pull your channel up, okay?
Thank you, Krista.
I told them that you're going to force me to do a video.
You are going to do a video. You're up to 97 subs, girlfriend.
Oh, yeah, you got to do a video.
She's going to do one. She just doesn't know it yet.
Yeah, she's
I told her she doesn't want to show her face. There are lots of ways to do a video without showing her face.
Thank you, Laura. Yeah, all you got to do is just do a little seminar with you on there. Say, hi, my name is so-and-so, and I love watching cinemas. So, feel free to sub, and I'll sub you back. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
Simple, and then that's your first one out of the way, and it's done deal.
Once you do the first one, it's addictive after that. Okay, buddy, I just posted
videos, and all they do is they like make stuff, like craft stuff, and all you see is their hands in their videos.
Well, I told her too, she lives in Boston, which is like one of the most historical cities in Texas. There's so many, or in Texas, in the US. There are so freaking many amazing things in Boston that she could just turn her camera on and go share some of the sites in Boston. Take people to places that they wouldn't ordinarily get to go to, the cathedrals and, the historical sites, and just go on a tour. Take your phone and video it. Because there's a lot of people that love to watch that stuff and visit places that they can't go on their own.
Yeah.
So I
When
posted a link to her channel, you guys, Allie Oakley, who is my bestest BFF, my buddy. I love her. And she is really super cool. So y'all go sub to her, and I will get her soon doing videos. But
Hi,
she's,
Blood Mama. Didn't see you come in.
hey, Blind Mama, how are you, sweetheart? Hey, Chris, my Bubba, how are you, darling?
Thank you very much, JD. Yes. Auntie Ellen really liked that song too, so that's why I sang it. I'm just trying to catch up on the subs here. I got Joe and Owen, and I think I'm getting Crystal now. Krista. Yeah. Got 22 subs now, anyway.
See, that's a perfect. In fact, Owen just did a series of a couple of days at the ocean, and he did the last one this morning at the ocean, and I loved it. I sat there and watched it and listened to the waves, and I love the ocean, so that's a great one too. Go hang out down at the beach and just film your ocean. So lots of things you can do without putting yourself on camera if you don't want people, if you don't want to go there.
Got your back, Philip.
Oh, I love you too, Allie. I'm feeling better. I still need to get my singing voice back, which is irritating me, but I'm feeling better. And then Wednesday I go for my next infusion for the RA, and that will help. That'll take, like, in 24 hours, I'll be pain-free for weeks.
Okay, I think I got everybody. If I don't, when I see you,
right?
I'll get you.
There's a bunch of us for sure.
Hello, Grace. Up to pack.
Excuse me.
So, Amber, what are you got cinemas up?
JD, honey, last night I started working on Wings of a Dove, Furlan Husky's version. I love that song. It is so beautiful. So I started working on Wings of a Dove.
Yeah, Dave's pretty cool. WKZZR. Yeah, he's a good guy. Pick us up, though.
He is. Yeah, absolutely.
That's a little red-headed stepchild, that one there.
Oh my goodness, Tessie, don't make my Allie cry, because I can't handle Allie crying. It would break my heart. Yeah, me too. So you start learning to play it, and I'll learn to sing it, and we'll do it together. We'll put it on our list. How's that?
Oh, I haven't done much singing for ages.
Well, I was doing good until I got messing with all this mess.
The only reason I'm singing is because people keep asking me to sing. Otherwise, I wouldn't bother with it.
But I like listening to you sing, Danny.
Well, that's what they keep saying. So I guess, okay, fine, I'll do the other one then.
Well, might as well, right?
Might as well.
So is everybody here sub to Allie?
Yep.
She's my girl.
Oh, I am.
Holy cow, Allie, you jumped from 97 to 124, girlfriend. That's pretty cool. Thank you so much, everybody.
Oh, sure I can if you like. I'll type, here we go.
Okay, bye-bye.
I won't read like that. But that's what I'm going to type. Here we go.
Well, there's Danny's off-grid, but that was the last time you posted, too. When you came in on Chasing Bones. You're, like, popping in and out.
Oh, no, I'm still on off-grid. Chasing Bones and Spectators, my other one. I can get the link for it if you give me a second.
I've got a bunch of pictures and probably short videos that I took when I went up to Peterborough one time.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I'm not sure about how to like edit videos by putting photos in. I'm still learning the whole edit thing.
Well, I tell you, I still learn that too. And Tessie and Papa are both really, really good at that. In fact, I got to get Tessie to show me how she does hers. Because mine just starts with me. That's what you get. Yeah, and Tess, we'll just have to research it and get some songs. I think it has to be older than 100 years, I think. Or it has to be royalty free.
I don't know if you can see it. I tried to put the other link in there, but I don't know if it worked.
Let me see. I don't know if I see it either, baby. I can pull it, though. Hang on, I'll pull it for you. We'll just make sure they get it, Danny.
No, it won't show up if I put it in there. It stays invisible.
Invisible. It won't be when I do it.
That's probably because of your thing. I can't put stuff in there, maybe.
You don't have a wrench in my channel, really? You know what? Your wrench, I think, is on the Chasing Bones. But I can fix the Danny's too.
Well, I don't know.
That link I just posted is his other channel, Chasing Bones Inspectors. You guys want to sub both of Danny's channels? That's the other one. And I will go find you here in just a second. I got to scroll back in chat.
It was on before. Yeah, that's Danny.
Okay, Danny, see if your wrench worked. Because I know you have it on the Chasing Bones.
Okay, I'll check. Hi there, I got a wrench. Now I can beat someone upside the head.
There you go. Hey, Nick. Ha ha ha, Nick. You are cheap. How are you, Laura? You doing all right, babe?
Hey, Adam, put your thing in there so I can make sure I'm subbed to you. I think I am, but never know.
Autumn doesn't have her chat up, but I can do the same thing. I can pull her link in just a second.
Yeah,
All right, I got you.
I can't do it in a minute.
All right, I got you.
Hi, Nick. How you doing?
I am going to be so glad when I get a new phone.
Yeah, I bet.
Nicholas.
This thing keep charges. I have to keep buying chargers.
Mine kills charges more than yours does, right?
Well, my daughter's got an iPhone as well, and they both actually kill the chargers. So we both wind up going and buying the cheap ones from the shops because I'm not paying
Mine is broke.
£10 for a phone charger that's probably going to last a week.
Yeah, that bites. Okay, guys, that is Autumn's channel. Anybody that wants to sub to Autumn, that is her. Hi, Mary. How are you?
I'm going to check. I'm probably
Thank you.
subbed already, but I'll double check. And I got the Michelle family. I had them on my other channel, but I didn't have them on this one, so I said them. And
Okay.
I'm subbed to Autumn, so that's good.
Cool. Hi, Irina. How are you?
Hi, Adina. How are you?
I think Allie forgot she's on chat again.
Allie, where are you gone? Allie! Hey, Allie! Bring me my coffee, Allie. Where'd you go?
Allie, say something.
Maybe she went for a piddle.
Maybe.
Let's listen and we'll see if we hear the water running. I want to know if she washed her hands after.
Bobby Sprinkle, Mitchell family, and Philip Young and Douglas all just subbed to you on them.
Oh, thank you.
Gigi, I have a lot of background noise. No, I did forget. No, I did forget, but I have a lot of background chat.
When you went, hey, I didn't hear the water running when you went for a piddle. Did you wash your hands?
Can you hear me, Cece?
Yes.
I am.
Did you hear what Danny said to you?
I don't think she heard what I said.
Allie, did you hear what Danny said to you?
Oh my God, I would always wash my hands.
I'm just messing with you. That's all right. I think she's got a little bit of lag. I think that's what the problem is.
I think that's the problem, yeah. Yep, Irina is 12 hours
I
different.
always wash my hands. Of course I wash my hands. I'm a lady.
Yeah, she's got lag.
Yep. So if I tell her she's beautiful now, in 3 minutes, she'll tell me she loves me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I love her too, so it works. She's like my bestie.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay, so I just came. Am I interrupting someone?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so I had a split screen and I had the chat and I was chatting with everybody and it was wonderful, but it was echo, echo, echo. And I would say something and it would take like 20 seconds. And yes, indeed, Danny, I washed my hands. But anyway, I had to come off the chat because I can't do that on my phone. So now I'm just back on live.
Well, there you go. See?
Sometimes when you do split screen, you have to mute the YouTube before you
How do I do that? All right, you'll teach me later.
Yeah, we'll do it. JD says to tell you you're beautiful and he loves you too.
Oh, I love him. 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 We're making plans. Oh,
That's a loaded statement there, Allie.
All right, so, but you know me, so we'll let it be because you know me.
Yes,
You're included. You're included. You and Tess are included. That makes it worse. All right, that made it worse. All right. Anyway, Autumn, I love your voice so much. It's so pretty, your accent.
Thank you. Just me. I mean, when I'm around like family, I sound a little bit more London than I do at the minute. Not quite. How's it going, Governor? But not far off.
Well,
I want to talk like you.
How's it going, Governor?
Not quite. Not quite. I want to talk like you.
That's kind of like me when I go home to my mama's. It's, hey, Daddy, what's up? Y'all want it? And the Southern accent comes out really strong around my family.
my dad's side of the family actually comes from South London. So
Fries.
Well,
So
thanks
how
for,
do I mute my YouTube?
you know where you're just watching regular, like if you came into live and you're watching, and you got the room on the side.
I'm on a phone. I'm on an LG phone.
Oh, well then I don't.
Fries. Yes, I want fries.
I'm not sure, Allie, on a phone. I'm not 100% sure.
You get fries first.
I know it. I get it sometimes, but then I get it to quit. So what I
Dad's
do,
behind me.
you know what I do, Allie, that works for me
What?
is I pause
I don't
the
know if they
video
do.
part and
Yeah.
just watch the chat, and then I have Hangouts on the second screen, and that's where I get my audio. So I don't
Wait.
let the video play on the chat, the actual YouTube. Just don't let the video itself play. You can still watch the chat and interact, but it'll be paused, and then you don't get any feedback from it. All you get is your Hangouts.
Okay, I'll see if I can. But then I don't know if you're talking about me. All right, let me
And,
try.
because you'll be seeing chat and listening to my voice.
Yeah, you'll
Oh,
still
I'll
hear.
be able to hear you. All right, wait a minute. Say it again.
Video on the stream. Just
Okay.
pause the YouTube stream. You can still see the
Pause.
chat. That will work.
Yeah. Okay, wait a minute. All right, do this in Allison World. Okay. So right now I just have you guys. I have Autumn right now. So I'm going to try to go back to the chat. If I can do that, it's a miracle. And then once I'm on the chat, what do? I pause. I do the arrow to pause you guys from speaking.
You're going to pause the YouTube stream.
Yep.
The video on your YouTube, pause it. The chat will still work.
Yes.
And then we have the sound through your Hangouts.
Really?
Side by side. You pause the stream, use the chat part of it, and you'll have the sound through Hangouts.
Okay, bye. I'll try. I don't even know if I can get chat back. I'll try.
Okay, Mitchell, that's great. Have a good day, honey.
Yeah. Just
Thanks,
sitting,
Owen. Have a great day, babe.
sitting back.
So, Danny, I guess this kind of threw your schedule off a little bit as far as your other stuff that's going on, huh?
Yeah, through a wrench and everything, but that's okay.
I have faith in you. You'll get it back.
Pardon?
I have lots of faith in you. You'll get back on track when it's time. You'll know.
Yeah, I'll get it back.
Yep.
What?
Okay, eject me and I'll come back in.
Okay.
Please.
It's a Cheerio.
Probably the only time in my world that she ever says, get rid of me.
My daughter says hello, country.
Hello, daughter. Do you have a name?
Annabelle.
Annabelle. What a beautiful name. Hi, sweetheart. You're beautiful.
Hi.
Hi, Annabelle. How are you?
She goes really shy really quick, but she's not really.
It's okay.
Yeah. She's shy to begin with.
It's all good. We're glad to have you with us, honey.
Yeah,
You're a lucky girl to get to live with your mama. She cooks some amazing stuff. And you have a great mama.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't done a lot of baking lately, but
Me either. I've been lazy. Well, I should qualify that. I haven't been freaking home more than 2 days in a row in forever.
yeah.
Seems like all I do these days is run and run and run. I'm just like, I just want to be home.
Thank you.
Okay, Allie.
Yeah, my kitchen went from a pretty good size to basically a closet when I moved.
Yeah, I've got a small kitchen too, and you kind of have to get creative. Like I have, if you see in most of my videos, I have a big cutting board that I straddle over one of the sinks, and that gives me extra counter space.
Yeah, I mean, I
Make your mind, woman. Oh, sorry,
I
not
think-
you, Alex.
my kitchen is basically, I have one space which, like, you take three paces into my kitchen and you're at the sink by the window, and that's as far as you can go in, and there's no other floor space.
Oh, goodness.
my oven, I can't open my oven and go in my refrigerator at the same time, because unless I learn to fly.
Fly.
Is that better, Allie?
Fly.
Well, I can talk to you, so now let me see. What do I do?
Now bring your chat back up.
Okay, live chat. Ooh, ooh, wait a minute.
Looky there.
I have live chat and I have you, but I can't see you. Should I hit the arrow on you? I'll leave it paused. Oh, so I can hear you and have the live chat. I just can't watch your pretty face talking.
Yeah, you'll just watch me on Hangouts. As it switches on Hangouts as I'm talking, you'll see me.
So should I press that arrow or no?
You're
No,
fine.
that
If
will
you
make the
want to see
echo.
my face, you can click on my picture. It'll leave me on your big screen. Whoever you want to see in Hangouts that you want on your big screen, you can just
No,
click
when-
on their picture.
When I press the arrow, it started echoing again. So I'll just leave it. I'll let it be.
There you go. But you should see me pop up on your Hangouts when I'm talking. And if you tap on my picture, it'll leave me up on your Hangouts.
Oh, I tapped you. I got gingerbread. That's okay. We're good. I can hear you and I have the chat, so we're good.
Okay.
Wonderful. Thank you. I did it. Yay.
Ed, I'm so proud of you.
This is a lot.
Yeah.
That's true, Philip. The bigger the room, the more it is to clean. That's for sure.
Hey, Brian, how you
What?
doing?
The
Hi,
bigger the
Brian.
room.
Hey, how are you, baby? Allie, did you hear the song that I'm going to try to do with JD? He's going to try to learn it, and I'm going to learn it and see if we can put it together.
No, which one? He sent me something.
I'm going to try Wings of a Dove.
Oh, he didn't send me that.
No, he didn't. We were just talking about it in chat. I told him I started learning the song.
Oh, that would be
Find the guitar
beautiful.
chords for it, and if he can play it and I can sing it, we can add it to our list.
Cool.
I love that song.
Cool. I can't stop listening to him singing that song, Don't Close Your Eyes. I listen to it so many times a day, it's crazy. I
know
just
you
love it.
replaced me, JD. She used to listen to Tennessee Whiskey like that, but now you've replaced
Oh,
me.
I love Tennessee Whiskey, Mama. I love that.
You need a playlist. That's what you need is a playlist, and you put all your favorite songs on it, and then you can just hit play, and it'll play all of them.
Okay, so teach me how to do that later.
Okay, I'll teach you later. I'll call you, and we'll do it.
I don't know how to do these things.
It's okay. I'll call you later. I'll show you how to do it.
Okay.
How you doing, Allie?
What?
I said, how are you doing?
How am I doing?
Yeah.
I'm sad because you and I were in the middle of a fantastic conversation about spirits, and somebody told us that they didn't want to listen to it, and we stopped. And I had so many more questions about so many things, but we were having a fabulous conversation, Chasing Bones, weren't we?
We were. Well, anytime you want to have a conversation, let me know. Me and you can chit chat.
Oh, it was so much fun. Like Susan on this chat loved it so much. It was so interesting. Like every question, I asked you like 10 questions and you knew the answer to everything. Or if you didn't, you just gave your take on it, which is very inspirational.
Yeah, I don't know everything. I just know something. Then I got,
Right.
but the good news is everybody's entitled to my opinion.
Yeah.
Allie,
What?
don't be sad, 'cause 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
I love that song.
Me too.
Can you sing that song, Love That Dirty Water, Boston, You're My Home? You have to learn that for me.
Say I don't know if I've ever heard that song.
Oh my God, you know that song.
Well,
Okay.
sing a few bars and let's see if we do.
You have to look that up. Tell
Friendship
Sam to
is-
look that up. Sam will know it.
Okay. I'm still waiting on Sam and JD to send me a list of the songs I'm supposed to be learning that they're learning, and neither one of them will send me the list.
Yeah, well, don't hold your breath with those two.
I'll be right back, you guys.
All right.
So, Chasing Bones, what's the latest going on? Like, have you been going into like scary homes? Like, what have you been doing?
Nothing for the channel though. But I did have to go do a couple house blessings.
Oh, wow, that's so cool.
They were having some problems. Some youngins were having problems in the house, so I had to go do some house blessings. But, that's not for the channel thing. We're supposed to be going to. I'm hoping that we get to go to this old lumber place. You know, like with the old log buildings and sleep leather and stuff. Where it's an old annual lumber yard sort of a thing. We want to go there.
Is it haunted?
Well, it's supposed to be insanely haunted, so we'll go find out.
What stuff is great.
Oh,
And we're going to be doing the River of Tears next week, so
wow.
I'm looking forward to that one.
And you don't get nervous?
Now, what for?
Why not?
I don't know. I don't get nervous about stuff like that.
Shows weakness.
Do you wear like rosary beads? Do you bring holy water? Do you bring sage? What do you bring with you?
I usually got my medicine bag with me. It's got everything in it, so. Well, one of these days I'll do a cinema of what I carry with me. I'll show you my medicine books and all that.
I would love that. I would love that.
One of these days. That's a good idea. I'll do a cinema in the next day or two about my medicine pouch and what I bring with me and what kind of stuff I use.
You bring whiskey?
No, I don't bring whiskey.
Oh.
But when I come home, sometimes after being at a place, I take a shot of whiskey. But no,
I thought you said I bring whiskey. I'm like, I would too, and I don't even drink whiskey.
no, I bring whiskey. I have to break that word. Whiskey.
Oh, I would love for you to do that. Oh,
This
did
is a
you
fun word
know?
to say too, isn't it?
What was that?
That's a fun word to say, whiskey.
Yeah, apparently I can't say it too well. Because I wasn't saying whiskey. I was saying with me. Well, it sounded like whiskey.
I call you Chasing Bones, but do you know that Rick, do you know that he buried his voodoo doll and he showed us a video?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so you ready for this one? CG, can I have the time to tell him this, or is like something else going on?
Go for it.
Okay, so Chasing Bones, ready? So, okay, so Rick keeps getting all these suggestions. I'm like, no. You listen to what Chase. Wait, I'm hitting ongoing video call, trying to come back. Can you hear me?
Yeah, good. Keep talking.
All right, I lost you guys with the picture, but okay. So I'm like, Rick, listen to what Chasing Bones said. Don't listen to anybody else's nonsense. So he takes the doll, he puts it in a little box, he sprinkles sage over it. Now, I wouldn't have sprinkled sage over it. I would have put pieces of sage over it, like dried sage, like you buy at the store or grow. So, okay, I'm like, I'm not going to be critical. He sprinkled sage on it like he was making soup or stuffing. I'm like, okay. So then he takes 2 jalapeno peppers. 2 cayenne peppers. I said, you said to him, put cayenne pepper. You meant sprinkle it over. So he puts 2 cayenne peppers from his garden, puts it on top of the doll, wraps it with twine, and buries it. So I'm like, wait a minute. It took me a whole day. I thought about it. I'm like, wait a minute. He just buried 2 cayenne peppers with the seeds and everything. He's going to grow voodoo peppers out of that box. When the box deteriorates, he's going to grow peppers. He's like, oh my God. Rick's like, and he's so innocent, you know, innocentia at best. He's like, I didn't think of that. I should have put dry. I'm like, you think? But it's after the fact, and I think he's afraid to dig it up. We're going to have a whole voodoo. I'm like, you are going to have a voodoo pepper farm in a year. Am I wrong here? No, I don't think so.
No, you're not wrong, but it doesn't matter. The peppers and the sage will contain the anything that's dark anyway. So even if he does get peppers coming growing up, they're not going to do anything bad.
Wait, whoa. Would you eat them? Chase and Bones, would you eat them? No.
I would eat them, you know. Probably give me gas. No,
No, they were buried with the voodoo doll. Would you eat them? I wouldn't.
no, I wouldn't eat them.
I would.
But they're not gonna cause any trouble. You know what I mean? Like they're just the
Yeah, but
worst.
they had seeds in them. You never know. In a few years, you know how seeds blow around in the wind and they grow a whole field.
Yeah, well, you know what? It doesn't matter. Once it's gone, right? All the dark stuff stays in the ground. It won't come back up, right?
He didn't know. He didn't dig 6 feet. He dug like you could see it, and he put the top over it. He didn't even dig it right.
Well, as long as it's buried and it's got sage and peppers, it should be fine. Well, like I say,
All right.
even if the peppers do grow, it's still going to keep everything bad out, right? Nothing bad will come from it. It'll still be good.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, no, you don't have to worry. Everything will be fine.
I've been worried about it.
No, you'll be fine. Even if the peppers grow, it's new life then, right? Like the peppers that are in there now, they're dead already. As soon as they're picked, they're dead. They're not living anymore. So if new life springs from death.
Yeah, but the seeds in the peppers can create new life.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because right now they're dead, right? So if new life comes from something else, it's just like
Okay.
just because someone practices voodoo and they have a child doesn't mean that child's going to be a voodoo, right? That child could become a Christian or anything. Or could
Well,
be
then we better start praying with the peppers then. Brian just said, are we joking? And I'm typing in, no, brother, we're dead serious.
Brian, I don't know if you were here for the whole pepper thing, but Allison is totally freaked out about the voodoo doll.
Don't worry, it's all good. It's all good.
Basically, Allison, what he's telling you, if there was any evil there, it's been trapped in the ground. So anything that comes up to the light and grows from that will not have anything in it. The evil is trapped.
Okay.
Yeah, the evil's done. It can't go anywhere. But, you know, a plant can still grow. Just because an apple tree grows in a cemetery doesn't mean the apples are bad.
Oh, but I wouldn't want to eat them, would you?
I would.
Wow,
That would be so cool.
You would eat an apple from a cemetery?
I have. A few times.
Yeah.
My daughter just said that the cemetery apple sounds cool.
Because the bodies fertilize the tree. Yuck.
Honey, everything you eat is fertilized by some piece of shit. Trust me.
Gigi, that's funny. You're funny.
Speaking of, hi Rick, how are you?
Hello, Rick. How you doing?
I'm almost getting afraid to talk to Rick because every time I talk to him, I know we're closer to Reaper peppers. So I'm like, I don't want to hear him say they're ready. Rick, you want to come up and say hi, baby? I haven't talked to you in forever.
What were we talking about the other day? Reaper peppers.
We were talking about we were talking about I know it's definitely something to do with peppers and
Okay.
and toe or something.
Oh, I see your kitty.
Kitty.
I'm not saying nothing, but there it is.
Kitty.
Last time I talked about the pet, I got teased a lot, so I'm not saying nothing.
Well, we have a child here today, so we have to be calm. But yes, I
This is
get
it.
it. It was my first thought too, and I restrained it and said kitty.
Fluffy butt.
That's just
Yeah.
Hang on, Rick. I'll send you the invite, baby.
Oh, Krista said, Danny, I would like to see your blessing kit. Is that what you were saying, Danny? Blessing kit? There was an echo. I would love to see your blessing kit. Please do that.
Okay, I'll do send them my blessing kit and what I take with me on when I do house and yard blessings and stuff like that.
Oh, I would love that so much.
I'll show you what I use and what it's for and all that kind of stuff.
Do you use sage?
Oh yeah, I use sage, I use dragon's breath, I use cedar, I use bulrushes, peppers, beard moss, all kinds of stuff.
I love
Where'd
sage.
you get all that?
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta go get it, forge it, you know.
Well, I told you I live in the next city from Salem, Mass. And when you go to Salem, Mass, it's called Pickering Wharf, and you go in there and there's all these shops that it's not like witch shops. I don't know what to call it, but they sell jars and jars and jars of all that stuff you can buy. It's kind of touristy, but it's really cool. But I never know what to buy. I would love to have a blessing kit though, positivity.
Yeah, yeah, Brian, I'm a pastor and I'm also a druid and I'm a spirit walker. So, yeah, no, don't buy a blessing if you don't know what it's for. But,
Oh no, I won't do anything without you telling me because I'm afraid.
you know, basically anything that do with blessings or anything, it's all about your own personal faith and your own relationship with your God.
Right.
You have to like burn sage or something.
Right.
So you have to know what it's for, and mainly
Good if you have to burn something and you wave it around like that.
most of the
Well,
stuff that
that's
you do
sage
is
smudge, yeah.
Yeah, that's
So-
it.
the intent of what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
That's where this comes from, right? So you have to be very careful.
Absolutely.
Don't dabble unless you know what you're doing.
I know I use a lot of sage when I do like the Native American cleansings and all that. I use a lot of sage for that.
Yeah.
Hey, Rick.
Howdy,
Hey,
Dan.
Rick, how are you, baby?
All right.
Hi, Rick.
How are you?
Good.
My spiritual, I got my spiritual guides and stuff like that, you know. But my pastor guides and everything, like Jesus is my guide. You know what I mean? So the way I figure it is, if you're working with the spirit world, it's best to have the brother on the block with you, right? I make sure I got the biggest on the block with me at all times.
Talk about karma. I just walked into this room and y'all talking about the peppers.
We like peppers.
I told him I'm afraid to talk to you every time because I know it's getting closer and closer.
Ring.
I looked at them yesterday. They look pretty good, country.
So how much longer do I get to live?
Oh, wait a second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I got to show you something. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Relatable.
Oh, it's a little blurry. Back it up just a little bit.
Seas. Oh, it's this ridiculous song.
So, Rick, how much longer do
Upside
my
down
taste buds have to live?
How?
Probably going to be 3 or 4 weeks.
How?
They're like this big.
It's a funny
Yeah, I know what it is upside.
Oh, good
I
Lord.
know what it is.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Ah,
Good.
That's
looks good, eh?
Sure.
No. I got about 14 came off my plant I grew.
What kind is that? Habanero? I mean, jalapeno?
Yeah. Oh, Hato.
I love them. Sure do.
I'll tell you what, if being a hot pepper could make you brave, this would make a rabbit slap a bear. Well, I tell you, that's something else, that one. I'm afraid to go to the bathroom now. I ate one earlier.
Oh, do you want to know what to do so that doesn't burn you?
Yeah,
You really want to know?
yeah.
It's not very ladylike to say, but
Well, then tell me later. There's kids here.
okay. I'll tell you later then.
Yeah, you can tell me later. I'm a little bit like that when there's ladies or when there's kids around or whatever. I'm very particular about what I said.
No, 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 no. It wasn't derogatory or off color. I
No,
just said
but-
it wasn't ladylike.
Well, then we'll keep that a secret until later.
Okay, it just involved Vaseline.
Okay, no, we don't. That's good. That reminds me of a song.
Oh my God.
There's Fluffy.
Ah, see, Bats has got it right. I eat anything that doesn't bite me first.
Stealing the apple from Mum. Sorry.
I like that. That's a good idea.
Trying to silently be a part of this conversation.
A whole gallon, Bubba?
How does that have anything to do with anything? Sugar.
Well, there you go, Krista.
Did you offer any to the people taking a ride?
Do what, man?
Well, if you're eating a pizza in a hearse, I would offer anybody else want a piece.
Yeah, there you go. You'd have to share, right?
You have to share it.
Oh, Mama. Keep it short.
Hey, bring Fat Boy up. CG, did you see Fat Boy's video?
I saw it, but then I popped this off, so I haven't watched it yet. But I did see it come up.
See if he'll come up now.
It's up to him. Bad boy, you want to come up and say hi, baby?
What? Confito is really pretty.
So what's on your agenda today, Rick?
Not much. I think we're getting ready to go to the grocery store here in a little bit. We'll take
Good,
it
good stuff, okay?
The what store?
grocery store.
Oh, okay.
I can send you a list, okay? You just pick it up for me.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be
A
nice,
minute, I'm
CG?
just in the cafe part of it.
Right? Wait a minute, Allison. It is nice for you. Yours just show up at your door, Allie.
Tomato.
Tomato.
Pink or pepper. Yeah. That's my daughter.
Tomato, tomato. You say tomato, I say tomato.
Yeah. She likes to irritate all of her teachers by saying things in an American style. She's already, she irritated her English teacher last year by dropping the U from some of the words.
I don't write colour with a U anymore.
Funny.
I think it's strange that everybody on this panel has an accent.
Excellent.
involved. We need to err or not to err. That is the question.
Ooh, that's pretty.
We say
It's
air.
a dragon fight type.
Wait.
It took me a minute to understand what you were saying because here it's to air, not It was pronounced different. It took me a second.
Well, yeah, this.
Holy cow! I got under 400 people. I got to start looking into witness protection quick. Although I have to say I haven't had any offers yet, so far I'm safe. I don't think he is, Rick.
I was just wondering if it's a phone call or is he streaming or something.
I don't think he's streaming. I don't know if he's been in here. Yeah, see, he's right there.
No. Oh, no, Rick. That's better than Grizz having to go see it.
So every day my dad sends me these inspirational things from
Go downstairs.
a friend of his. It's a recovering addict. He calls himself the hippie addict, sharing advice. But my dad sends them, and I like this morning's. It says he's from England. He says I had an amusing experience when I first came to America. Passing an attractive-looking restaurant, I went inside, selected a table, sat down, and waited, but nothing happened. I continued to wait, and all around me, people were enjoying their food, and I was left out. After a while, the truth dawned on me. I was in a cafeteria. This system had not made its appearance in England yet, so I wasn't familiar with it. I then realized while there was plenty of food to be obtained, one had to go forward and claim it for oneself or go without. The universe is run exactly along those same lines of a cafeteria. If you want it, claim it, mentally, physically, whatever you is. If you want it, get up, go get it, and claim it. Otherwise, you can sit and wait forever. So, my dad's wisdom for the day. Oh, that was pretty cool.
It is cool.
Is that what it is, Brian? Everybody's waiting because they want to be the last second in and think they got a better shot? I guess I'm going to have to get JD working on that song for me, Grizz, huh? See, the problem is most of my people in here and my friends are all married. They can't claim me, so I'm good. It kind of narrows the field down a little bit.
I'm a confirmed bachelor, so you're safe there.
Well, there you go. We'll just have to have crazy relations on the side.
You know, that's fine. That's fine, but I'm a bachelor. In fact, I'm such a good bachelor that I've routed my toilet seat up.
Hey, I got 10 minutes to spare a day if you do, Danny.
CG, you can get married, have an exorcism, whatever you want, your whole wedding night. It will be all encompassing.
Hey, Crosby, how are you, baby?
I'm going to the back room and I'm not coming back for 10 seconds.
At least. I don't know about that, Brian. I don't know if I can do multiples.
Multiple what?
Brian says all we have to do is become Mormon. That way that even those that are married can still.
Microphone.
No. Definitely not. I had trouble with one wife. I don't think I could handle more than that. Can you imagine that? This is
I just don't, Brian, no offense to you, honey, but I don't play second fiddle too well. And if you're already married, I would be the second wife, and it just would not work for me.
You know what I say to that? I say, no. It's not happening.
I don't share my toys, you know. I'm a greedy guy. What's mine is mine. Keep your hands off.
That's right, man.
Well, you know, I told my ex that what's mine is mine, and or what's mine is yours, and what's yours is mine, so it's all mine. We're good.
That's right.
Well, half of nothing is a Z, so you're welcome to it. Here's your C.
No, like those people, okay, let's not name them, but those women that are like 8 women are married to the same guy, really? Like, oh, it's Monday, it's Beth, it's Tuesday, it's Sally, it's Wednesday, it's Bertha. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? I'm sorry. I
don't
watched
play
one of
second
those
fiddle well.
shows. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me, man?
Yeah, I don't play second fiddle very well. I'm rather used to the attention being centered on me.
And then all the women get jealous of each other. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Right,
Well,
cuz? Right, my JD? There's my JD. He's like, right, cuz? I love my JD.
well, it's kind of like this. If you married him knowing you already had 5
Mute.
others, you got no reason to be upset. That's on you. Yeah, I had one, and look what he did to me. I don't need multiples, okay? I'd have nothing. I'd be standing here in my underwear. And lucky if they didn't take it.
Thank you for the visual.
Anytime, baby.
I love you.
I love
It's so funny. Oh, how did I get you back on the screen? And I have the chat. How did I do that?
I don't know.
Oh, did Autumn go off?
No, she's still here.
No.
Oh,
Still here.
so no, I was saying like another person went off. Oh, I don't know how I did. Okay, wonderful. It's not echoing. I will be there. Put cloth on you, country girl. What's Bobby saying? Is Bobby being kinky?
No, I said if everybody left me, I'd be standing here in my underwear. And he said I would be there to put clothes on you, is what he meant to say.
Oh, Bobby, you're so sweet.
He is a sweetheart. I told Tammy if she ever screws up and really loses them, she's in trouble. I'd take him in a heartbeat. Bobby is a sweetheart.
Oh, she won't let him go.
Nope, she won't. She loves him for sure.
Pocket back in there.
So, Rick, do you have fall crops that you plant too?
Yeah, I usually do, but I hadn't planted it yet. I think I'll plant a big turnip patch next couple of weeks, turnip salad. That'll be it, probably.
I think,
He's making turnip salad?
Yep.
Okay, so recipe, please.
Pull the greens off, boil them, put some salt in
Yeah.
it, pour vinegar on it.
Oh, the greens of the turnip?
Right.
I love beet greens. Aren't they delicious?
Yeah, they're okay, but I favorite turnip greens myself.
Oh, I have to try them.
I can do them raw. I do not like cooked greens. Those are just nasty.
Right. You said that. What if you just like them pleasantly poached, like a little crispy
Wilted
still?
is the word you're looking for.
That'll work.
What is it?
Wilted.
No,
they just
wilted will
aren't
be
wilted.
cooked. Oh, it's called
Or blanched.
it's called
Yeah.
yeah, I guess blanched. Slightly blanched.
But no.
You're like, but no.
No.
Fat boy, cook with a piece of fat.
Amen, fat boy. Now you're talking my language, except that we don't need to cook them. Just leave me the fat. We're good. But see, and a part of the thing, a big thing I have to deal with salads and all is I don't like vinegar at all. I hate vinegar.
Oh,
But I've
wow.
learned, and I've made several different dressings using other acids that work so good for me. I have one that one of my favorites is orange juice and sesame seed oil with a little bit of tarragon. Oh my God, it's good.
Delicious. Do you buy sesame oil or do you buy toasted sesame oil?
If I'm putting it in the vinaigrette, it's usually the toasted sesame oil. But I can use either. They're both really good. And with the orange juice, it works. Or I've got one where I did orange juice with a little bit of touch of soy sauce.
Yep.
Which is really good too. And then if I do that, then I put the orange juice, the soy sauce, and ginger. And that makes a good dressing.
My mother used to marinate her chicken wings in that.
Mm-hmm. I
What's
marinate
JG
orange
saying?
soy sauce all the time.
Amen, people. Now just look at it as words and no truth in it. What's JG talking about?
You talking about the commitment, JD? I do love fried green beans, fat boy.
You
I
do?
like to do them with bacon and onions and then put the green beans in without, none of the juice or anything, just bacon and onion and saute them and throw the green beans in. And then when they're just about crispy coming out of there, then I sprinkle them with some Parmesan.
See, what's fatback? I can't buy stuff like that here. Fatback. We don't have that.
A little small piece of pork belly.
We don't have that here.
Yeah, y'all do. Trust me, you do. It may be
No.
called something different, but you'll have it. It's just a piece, a
Yeah,
square
like
of pork.
if
It's got
I-
a lot of fat on it. Like it could be a pork belly. You'll hear it called a fatback.
we don't have that.
You'll hear it. Just go to your butcher. Tell him to cut you a piece. He'll know what you're talking about.
If I buy something like that, I'll get like pancetta, unsmoked, uncured Italian bacon, or I'll get like prosciutto, which is expensive, or I'll get like guanciale, which are the jowls of the pig. But that's all expensive. We don't have fatback and stuff like that.
Fatback's cheap here.
Fatback is cheap. I can go to the store and buy a big old brick like that big and that thick, long, and about that thick square for like $3.
I'll have to ask. We don't have stuff like that here. We really don't.
Your raw pancetta is probably the closest, but you would need to ask him to give you one with a lot of fat on it.
And it's expensive. You get it from the deli. It's expensive.
Now we can go over and get it straight through the meat.
I'm gonna have to ask the butcher.
But he could
I
do
never
one.
do that.
When the butcher goes through and they're actually butchering fresh meat, he can easily cut you a piece of fat back off. Easily.
I'll have to ask.
For them, it's probably scraps, and they probably get rid of them some other way as scraps, but that's what it is. Yeah, that's what JD was talking about when it seems lately that a lot of people take vows and they don't take them seriously. They're just words.
I hate when people say, okay, this is my personal opinion. Oh, marriage is just a piece of paper. No, it isn't. Shame on you. Then you shouldn't have gotten married. That's my opinion. Don't attack me, Grizz. But that's my opinion. It's not a piece of paper. Unless, he's no good and you dump him. No, unless he's no good and you dump him, then I get it. But I hate when people just downplay it.
My personal opinion is, I did take vows and I took them very seriously and I did everything I could to keep those vows.
Yeah, but he has to too.
I wasn't the one that broke that commitment.
Right.
So, but put me in a position to deal with it. But then I look at my mom and my dad, my stepdad, they've been together a little over 30 years and they're not legally married, but they're as committed as any husband and wife ever would be.
Right.
Who's dumping me now? All I had to do was talk to my mom on the phone and I'm getting dumped now.
Well, there you go.
It was my mom, honest.
What's he saying?
Nothing. I was just, lapping my gums. I wasn't really good.
I can't hear everything.
No, I said I come back and I heard, well, we dumped them. And I thought, well, geez, I just went and talked on the phone to my mom. I wasn't doing anything.
We wouldn't dump you. No way, Chasing Bones.
Okay.
Chasing Bones. What's your name, Danny? I call you Chasing Bones.
Yeah. No, it's Danny.
I like calling you Chasing Bones.
You call me whatever you want. Just don't call me late for food.
Right? Just don't call me late.
Yep.
You
CG,
call
what
me
are you
late.
cooking?
You can call me late for breakfast because I don't like getting up early anyway. But don't call me late for dinner or for supper.
Call you late for breakfast, but save you some, right?
That's right. Okay, I'm going to try to catch up with it, what was said in chat. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'll be here. I'll be reading.
Okay. This tough redneck just posted a video. Michigan teacher accused of assaulting sixth grader who sat during the Pledge of Allegiance.
Good. He should have thrown him out the window.
Here's the thing.
I was a sixth grade teacher. I was a sixth grade teacher. I wouldn't tolerate that for a second. I mean, all right, maybe I should save my opinion to myself today, but
And my opinion may not be the most popular, and I rarely get into these types of things, okay? But I will tell you, if you're going to be a proponent of free speech doesn't mean that everybody has a right to it so long as I agree with you, okay? Free speech means that even the people that I don't agree with have a right to say and think and believe the way they want. So if this kid and his family and they don't believe in the Pledge of Allegiance, he has every right to sit quietly and allow others to participate. I think it's wrong to try to force him to participate. He has a right to his beliefs and a right to his feelings, even if I don't agree with them.
okay. So what if you're their child's sixth grade teacher and you know that family is living here and they have Section 8 and they're getting welfare and they're getting food stamps, they're living off the government and they haven't put the time in. They haven't been here long enough to put the time in to get that back. And then they won't stand for our flag. How do you feel about that? Because I've dealt with that in my sixth grade classroom.
I get what you're saying, okay? I do. I think it's personally my personal opinion. Again, back to this free speech.
Right.
My personal opinion is that it's disrespectful. And I would love to be able to snatch that child up and say, listen, but the reality is he's not my child. His child has parents. And if his parents are raising him a certain way, as long as he is not disrupting the class or preventing others who do believe from participating, he has every right to sit there. I may not like it and I may not agree with it, but it's not my right to tell him what to do with his life. Free speech only works if you believe everyone has a right to their opinion and their beliefs, so long as they are not harming or stopping others from following their beliefs. And that's true free speech.
But if it's a child sitting in a sixth grade classroom, by him taking that stance, he's going to cause dissension with everyone else in the classroom, and no one else is going to be paying attention to saying the Pledge of Allegiance. They're going to be paying attention to him, and they're going to all get confused. It's a good discussion to have, especially for like fifth grade history.
Well, here's the thing.
You know,
here's the thing, Allie. As a teacher, your responsibility is to guide the students in your class. So as a teacher, it would be your responsibility to say, hey guys, hang on. We are not going to pick on him because he believes something better than what, or different than we do.
Oh, absolutely.
He has a right to do that. So let's let him sit quietly. We're going to proceed with our program as scheduled. And that's the teacher's job, because it's not your job to raise someone else's kids. It's only your job to teach your class and teach them to be fair, to be equal to all people. To say that it's okay that you don't agree with me, just sit quietly and allow the rest of us to participate. That's all a teacher's job is. Now, if he cannot do that, if he cannot sit quietly, or if he draws attention to himself, then you have a right to ask him to leave the room while you proceed. He can come back when it's done. There are consequences to your actions, whatever you believe. For every action you have, there is an equal and an opposite reaction, and no telling which one you're going to get. But you need to be prepared for that. I realize that sometimes what I say is not politically correct. It's not what mass stream believes in. Okay? But it's my feelings, it's my thoughts, and I'm not going to be afraid to voice them. Free speech doesn't just mean when you agree with what they're saying. Free speech means that you have a right to believe what you believe. And while I may not agree with you with what you say, I will defend to the death your right to say it, so long as you are not harming or hurting other people. And that's just what I feel.
When I taught sixth grade, I ran the sixth grade Pride Club. There were 63 There were 63 sixth grade students, and they were all in the sixth grade Pride Club. And every morning, someone would go downstairs to the office on the intercom and say, "This is, this is Country Girl from the sixth grade Pride Club. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance," on the intercom. And the entire school would stand up and would say the Pledge of Allegiance. We did it for 2 years, and then the principal did away with it.
Well, I understand, and don't get me wrong, okay? I am huge. One of the reasons that I listen to my favorite radio station in the morning, and it's one of the few that still do it, every morning at 6 a.m. they play the national anthem every morning.
That's
They don't
beautiful.
care what mainstream or, people say, and they catch a lot of flack for it. But I'm sad that prayer was taken out of schools.
Okay.
It makes me sad. It
Right.
makes me sad that most schools don't do the Pledge of Allegiance anymore. It saddens me. It hurts my heart. But the reality is, if you teach your children to respect the country, you teach your children to respect this flag, and all the respect that you teach your children, and you ingrain it into them to where they're confident and knowing that they're safe to feel what they want to feel, and it doesn't matter what anybody else says. You can tell me, not you personally, but anyone can tell me till you're blue in the face that I'm wrong, and I will continuously tell you, you have a right to think that, but you're not going to change the way I feel. So you teach your children and you instill them with the confidence to feel and believe what they believe, to respect others' rights to do that. And if the parents are teaching their children, we wouldn't have all the conflicts we have now. And that's the biggest problem. Parents quit teaching their children respect.
But my question is this. Why are they telling their children that saying the Pledge of Allegiance is wrong when they're living in America? I don't get it.
Well, I don't know. Explain to me why census and polls say that 86% of Americans are Christian, yet Christ has been taken out of our school. Christ has been taken out of our public domains, out of our courthouses, and out of our everything. If 86% of this country are Christians and they're not standing up from taking a stand, this is what happens. But I'm not responsible for what some other parent teaches their child.
I can tell you why.
Do what, Danny?
I can tell you why.
Go ahead.
I'll tell you why. It's because all the little groups of people will use religion, such on religion. Some people have a right to believe this. Some people have the right to believe that. Everybody's got a right to believe that. Now, I don't know about there, but over here,
I'm going on hold for a second, sweetie.
okay, you can't put the Lord's Prayer. You can't say the Lord's Prayer in school. However, people from the Middle East at 9 o'clock in the morning can take their mats and go pray whenever they want.
Oh, wait, all right.
That's the right. And if you say anything to them about it, right, now you're being racist. Right. But the problem is all the little wheels that squeak, they get all the attention and everything gets given to them because they're noisy, they're making a bunch of noise and everything else. Now, if this 87% of the people held up a sign and said, we want it back in school, and they did a demonstration, you know how fast it would be back in school? Quick.
Exactly, and that's the whole point. And
The
Chris makes a valid
noisy
point.
wheel gets the grease. Okay, the noisy wheel gets the grease. If everybody else is getting the rights to do this, do that, whatever, why can't they say, if you want to pray differently than what the majority's praying, you may go to the gymnasium at this time and do your prayers while we do our prayers here. Right? If you don't preach this big book, then guess what? All your rights will be taken away.
Well, I went through it working at the stadium, at the football stadium, and my cashiers, and I have one cashier, and she is a beautiful woman.
You've got yours already, haven't you?
American girl, she's beautiful, and she is Muslim. Well,
I don't want to hear him.
5 times a day, I have to shut her laying down and allow her to use her prayer mat to say her prayers.
No oil.
It doesn't matter how busy traffic is. It doesn't matter how much is coming in. It doesn't matter if we're getting slammed with people. I have to shut her laying down. I have to respect her religion. So as a Christian, if somebody's bothering me and I need to stop and say a prayer because I need to talk to God and I shut my laying down, I'm going to get in trouble.
I'll check.
There's a double standard, and you're right. It's the squeaky wheel that's going to get the grease. That's what's going to get paid attention to. And I think Grizz makes a valid point. Parents have a right to teach their children whatever morals and values and basis that they want their children to have. The government overreaching into it is where it's becoming a problem. The government, in my opinion, does not have the right to tell me that I can't hang a Confederate flag in my window. The government doesn't have a right to tell me that I can't teach my children to pray every morning. The government doesn't have a right to tell me that I can't sing the national anthem or say the Pledge of Allegiance in a school. There's a reason that there's a separation here, and it should have been, and those lines are getting blurred. But the reality is, and to Allie's question, as a teacher, your job is to control your classroom. And it's your job to make the other students understand that it's his right to sit. I don't agree with it, no, but it's his right. So the rest of us are going to go ahead and we're going to do what we need to do. But for a teacher to attack a student is 100% wrong. You will never in your life justify that for me unless that student attacks them and it's in self-defense.
Oh, I didn't hear that part about you saying a teacher attacks someone. I didn't hear that. I'm sorry. Well, I would never, you know me. I mean, I might shoot people. I might shoot people in a chat, but I would never attack a child. I didn't hear you say that part.
Like I said, parents have a right, and I agree with Grizz, 100%.
I hear you.
Parents have a right to teach their children whatever morals or standards or beliefs that they want to teach. Free speech means that as a person and as a human being, I have the same right to think, feel, and believe as I do, but I need to respect other people's rights to have their beliefs. I don't have to agree with them, but I need to respect them because they have that same right that I do, whether I agree with them or not.
Special thanks.
And therein lies the problem. Everyone has to respect
Thank you.
everybody else's belief, except no one has to respect the general public. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
and it's the problem. It's not a fair. It's not a fair.
Racism anymore.
All right.
The standard goal is what everybody's being racist towards. It's not about the standard being racist towards all these little groups. All the little group being racist. Oh, the big group over here is bad.
We can put that thing.
That's the problem. Don't resist
Put it back in the envelope.
And I think there are a lot of people that feel as I do and have share the same beliefs that I do. And like JD said, I feel that this country was founded by moral Christian men. It's what we were founded on, that we are one nation under God. And it's what our forefathers intended this nation to be. You know, but our laws are designed under a whole different concept these days. They've forgotten that and they've left it out because they've been focused on their own issues and their own agendas. And sadly, there's not enough of us that believe it that are standing up to override all of the Antifa and the Black Lives Matter and the extremists and the, there's not enough of us that stand up and say, no more. And until that happens, it's going to keep going downhill.
And there's exactly the same many
It's going to keep happening. And I don't fault anybody for believing what they believe. I don't agree with a lot of them. But you have a right to believe it, as long as you are not harming others. And that's where the difference is coming in with Antifa and Black BLM and, some of these Nazi groups. And the problem is they are trying to force their beliefs on the rest of us, and they are harming. They are getting violent, controversial, they're getting confrontational is the word I'm looking for, to where they are harming innocent people just because they don't agree with them. And that is where the problem's coming in. That's where it becomes wrong. You have a right to believe what you believe, but you do not have a right to attack other people who believe differently than you. I think that it really comes down to a respect issue for me. It's a big thing for me. It's respect. And I have my beliefs. I was raised in a Christian home. I was raised on the Bible. I don't agree with everything. I don't agree with everything my mother taught me. There are things we differ on. And she's okay with that because she gave me the ability to think for myself.
Thank
She
you.
gave me leeway to say, Look at the facts and base your decision on what you believe in your heart, not what other people think you should believe. And be willing to stand up and defend your position. And I do at all costs. I will tell anybody, this is my world. It's like here in my home, you know, you say what you will, but in my house, I pray. God's a big influence on me, but I have a lot of friends that don't. I have a lot of friends that do not profess to be Christians, and I'm okay with that. They're good people. You know, they're polite, they're kind, they're respectful to others. I have no problem with that, none whatsoever. But when you're attacking innocent people and you're blowing up buildings and you're doing all this crazy crap, when you're starting riots, that is when it becomes a problem. That's not free speech anymore, that's domination. That's what needs to stop. Domination cannot be allowed to continue in this country. And it's going to take enough of us standing up and fighting back and saying bullshit. And until that happens, it's going to keep getting worse. And that's just my opinion. That's what I think we're headed. Like I said, I really don't remember who said the quote. I need to research it so I can adequately say it, but the one quote that keeps coming to my mind is, I may not agree with what you have to say, but I will defend to the death your right to say it. Not to get aggressive, not to get violent, not to punish innocent people, but your right to think and feel and believe. You have that right, just like I do, even if I don't agree with you. And that's when free speech really, I don't think you can say that you believe or are a proponent of free speech if you're not willing to let someone who disagrees with you have that same right. That's just my feelings. I hear what you're saying, Mr. Mach 1, and I think you're exactly right. It's going to take enough of us to stand up and say no. It's going to take enough of us willing to fight to say, this is bullshit. You will not, under any circumstances, attempt to dominate, threaten, harass, or harm someone who believes different than you. Because these groups need to stand up and take responsibility for their own actions, and nobody is holding them accountable for their actions. And that's where the problem's coming in. They've been allowed this free reign. You have police officers and mayors and governors who are turning a blind eye and just letting them do what they want to do because they don't want to make waves, and that's bullshit. You show me a governor or a policeman or a sheriff or a president who's willing to stand up and say bullshit and call bullshit where it needs to be called, I will vote for him every time. But if you're going to give in to the pressures of your community so that you stay in power, you can take a flying leap off a short pier. I don't care. Right is right and wrong is wrong. I would never hate you, Mr. Mach 1. Yeah, I'll bring you up. And you guys, if this gets too intense for you guys, I apologize. You know, if it gets really bad, but I have no problem discussing it. You know, again, everybody's got a right. Hang on, Mr. Mach, do you want the link in here, baby, or do you want me to send you a private? And as long as we keep things civil, we are welcome to discuss anything, you guys. As long as it doesn't get out of hand, I have no problem with it.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I must have been on mute by accident.
Well, welcome back.
Let me see if I can send it privately, Mr. Mach, because I really don't like putting it in the stream if I don't have to. Give me just a second.
You can hear me, CG?
Yes, baby, I can hear you.
Okay. That was beautiful what you just said.
Well, thank you. It's just my opinion.
Well, what I was saying about when I was a sixth grade teacher, to have a child in the classroom to sit down during the Pledge of Allegiance, for example, if that happens. The thing is, I want that child to have freedom of speech and freedom to do what they want to do. But they would destroy the whole classroom. It would take away from the whole classroom. It would cause dissension. And that's okay. That's cool. because that's a good discussion to have, especially when you're teaching U.S. history. Let's sit down and talk about this. But the principal that I had the principal wouldn't back something like that. You know what I mean? I didn't have the backing
I guess
for
I'm
it to
just
come to that level that it should come to. I didn't
I'm
have
just,
the backing. It would
but
have
that's
been
where,
What?
right. I know what you're saying. But I would have ended up getting in trouble
Yes.
but
with the
see, I would have gotten in
superintendent.
trouble. I don't, even at work, where I work now, I tell them flat out, right is right and wrong is wrong. If you don't like what I'm doing, you don't like what I'm saying, or if I refuse to do
Well,
something
that's why I'm not teaching anymore, because I didn't put up with it.
my
Right.
beliefs, I'll quit. You can fire me. I can find another job. I'm not going to compromise who I am or what I believe in because
Right.
somebody else doesn't like it.
Right.
Hey, Mr. Mach 1, how are you, baby?
Hello, hello. How's everybody today?
Good, darling. How are you?
I'm doing great. Matter of fact, just left the yard, come home, spent some time with my dad. Everything's good. But you know, you guys want to talk about religion and stuff like that. Well, you know, one thing is everybody interprets the Bible differently. Some people don't even bother to open the Bible up. They just go by what other people say.
Mm-hmm.
So they really don't know what the Bible says until they sit down and read it. A lot of people will sit down and tell you that, yes, the Old Testament has been fulfilled. It's been fulfilled. But the problem is you got to keep going back to the Old Testament to refer to the New Testament to hear what the New Testament's talking about.
Yeah,
Because a lot of your people don't know how to read the Bible.
this is true.
You know what I'm saying? And so when you say religion is by interpretation, well, get down there and read it yourself and find out what it's about before you open your mouth. As Redneck would say, pie hole. And where's he been at lately?
He is, for those of you guys who don't know, he has a really bad pinched nerve in his back and it's flared. He can barely sit for more than a few minutes, and he's been having a lot of trouble health-wise with his back, so he hasn't been doing much. I did talk to him the other day, though. He's doing well other than that. He's doing well.
Good, good. I'll say a prayer for him. But anyhow, you know, you want to get on here and people want to talk about religion and this and that. See, every one of us is probably in a different type of religion. There's probably some Catholics, some Baptists. I belong to the Church of Christ. So everybody probably has a little different curve on what it is. But if you sit down and talk to most people, you'll find out we all come down to the same agreement. Jesus Christ died on the cross for us.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it is true. You know, I was raised in the church. I was raised on the Bible, and I believe, you know, probably 98% of what that Bible tells me. There are some basic doctrines. I was raised in a Catholic church. I do not go to a Catholic church now because one of the biggest problems I had with Catholic is, as a woman, I could not teach a Bible study class to males. I could not have, unless they were under the age of 10. But from 11 years old up, I cannot, as a woman, teach a class with men. Now, why does it make any difference how old you are, if you're a man or a woman or a child, if I'm telling you the truth? I have a basic problem with that. There are some other big doctrines that I disagree with, but I do not go to the Catholic Church anymore. I don't go to church at all. I really don't, because to me, church is in my heart. I have a one-on-one personal walk with God every day of my life. It's a big part of my life. My faith is strong, and I share my faith openly. But I don't think that I need to go sit in a building with other people to share that, and that's my personal opinion. I've had some bad experiences in a church building, 2 or 3 of them that have just... I still go to church with my mama, don't get me wrong. I tell everybody I'm a CEM Catholic. Christmas, Easter, Mother's Day, I go to Mass with my mother because it makes her happy.
It makes a lot of sense. But, you know, and the thing about it is you don't have to go to church. You go to church. If people think if you don't go to church, you're not going to go to heaven, that's not true. If right now we're having a little congregation meeting just talking about Jesus and the Bible, God's here, man. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that's just the thing about it is he's not only in the churches, he's everywhere.
And I think, you know, you talk about so many of the different religions, not just the Catholics and the Baptists and the Church of Christ and Mormons and Amish, but the Buddhists and the Muslims and all. My personal belief, it's one God. And it's just the differences in cultures and differences in nationalities and differences in beliefs and what you were raised in, you may call him Yahweh, you may call him Messiah, you may call him Christ, you can call him Daddy like I do. He's my daddy God. I believe it's one God. We're all worshiping the same God. He is omnipresent and omnipotent. He is everywhere. We just choose to react or call or name or whatever differently, but I think it's one God. That's my personal belief.
There is only one God, and I agree with you wholeheartedly on that. But see, now I'm going to tell you something. As we have different religions, and then you get your Muslims. I know people don't like talking about them because they're bad. Well, I got news for you. They're not all bad.
They're not all bad.
And just like sitting in this room, you have different religions. Muslim, they're different religions. But there's a good book and a bad book. But they all both come out of the same book.
Yeah, exactly. And it comes back, I think, to the core beliefs that your parents teach.
It comes from the home.
Yeah. You know, there was a book out many years ago, and I know it's still popular, but the name of the book was Everything I Needed to Know I Learned by Kindergarten. And I think that's true. If you don't have a set of morals, beliefs, and self-respect and self-reliance in your children by the time they're 5, they're going to struggle.
Look, let me tell you something. All my kids, when they went to kindergarten, they were smarter than the teacher.
Yep, me too. Me too. But again, and the difference is, guys, you have to be willing to stand up for what you believe in, regardless of what other people throw at you.
And, you know, another thing is don't shove it down the throats that people don't want to hear it because you're just wasting your time.
You are, and that comes back to respect. You know, these are my beliefs. I'm happy to share them with you if you'd like to hear them, but I'm not going to down someone who says, like Samwise Goji, he's a perfect example. One of my best friends. He will tell you he is not a Christian. He likes many aspects from several different religions that he picks up on, that he likes. And he picks the things that work for him and he puts it together, and that's, for him, it works. It's a spiritual program for him. He has every right. And as long as you are respectful with me and respect my right to believe as I do, I will respect your right to believe as you do.
You're gonna love that guy or person no matter what. But you know, it just comes to the point is that, you know, I believe what I believe in. It's what I've been taught over the years that I've been living. I'm 51 years old. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be hard to change what I believe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when a person comes to me and brings me scriptures of the Bible that only pertain to help him, well, don't even talk to me, because you're just doing it because that's what you wanted to say to make you feel better about yourself, what you're doing.
Exactly. And Brian, I absolutely agree with you. The schools around him teach Muslim but not Christianity. It's not allowed. You're right. I am the person that would walk into that school and tell the principal, the teacher, the superintendent, and everybody on the freaking school board, if my child wants to say a prayer in this school, not you nor anybody else will stop him, and I will take you to the ends of the courts, the earth, or your life if that's what I have to do to defend my child's right to say a prayer.
And that's why a lot of people go to homeschooling.
Yeah. But that's the problem. That's the problem. There are so many people that are not willing to confront these atrocities. Well, I'll just bring them home and we won't argue about it. Well, bullshit. If you don't stand for something, you're going to fall for everything. You have to have that core belief that says right is right, and I will fight for my right to be the person that I want to be, for my children's right to say a prayer. You know, you will not tell my child they cannot pray and then tell a Muslim that we have to stop everything we're doing 5 times a day so they can go pray. That's bullshit.
Yeah, they do pat those guys on the back for some reason. I don't understand why.
I don't get it either. I mean, I understand.
This country was built on Christianity.
Yes, it was.
This country was built on Christianity. You know, and I'm a Mason. I belong to the Masonic Temple.
That's awesome. I have much respect, baby. Much respect.
And in order to get in that, you got to believe in Jesus Christ. You got to believe in God. And our first president, George Washington, he was Mason.
Yes, he was.
So a lot of this
Many
stuff,
of our founding fathers.
those guys, all the forefathers, all was Masons too, and they were all Christians. This country was built on Christianity.
Yes, it was. And you know, a big part of the Christianity that I was raised in, that I still believe in, and a big part of that is respect for others. Even God's word, you know, who among you is without blame? None of us can say we're perfect. None of us can say that everything we believe is 100% positive or 100% perfect. We're not.
There was only one perfect man that walked this earth, and he died on the cross for us.
Amen. And I believe that 100%. I believe that.
See, a lot of people think, well, you don't have to be baptized to go to heaven. I'm here to tell you that Jesus Christ said it himself. He who believeth and is baptized shall be saved.
Mm-hmm.
He who does not believeth and not baptized shall be damned. But the point is he wants people to get baptized. But that's not the only thing you have to do to get to heaven. There's much other things you have to do to get to heaven.
Well, you know, the biggest thing for me and what I was taught, yes, I was baptized as a child. I was also baptized again as an adult, because it's another one of those Catholic things I don't agree with. As a child and a tiny, tiny baby, that's a parent's choice to say, my child is going to be raised this way. And I'm great with that. I love it. But as an adult, I wanted to make my own statement of me agreeing that Christ is my Lord, he is my Savior, and he rules everything in my world.
Am I still on?
And am not anything without Christ.
Yes, you are.
You know, he is my rock. So as an adult, I was rebaptized by choice to make that choice for myself and declare that statement in my own words. That
Am
was
I
my
still on this, CJ?
Yes, ma'am, you are, baby.
Okay, can I interject?
Absolutely.
Okay, so what you just said I think is so beautiful, and this is just my take on it. I belong to a Nazarene church. I don't want to go into it because I find the people there, not the church, not the whatever. The people there are very fickle. The pastor and his wife, and they're very fickle, and I'm getting away from it. Not because the Nazarene, but just because of them. But I was raised Roman Catholic, but they don't understand. Like, they're like, oh, when were you born again? When were you born again? That's the big topic, the hot topic. And I'm like, I wasn't born again. I was born in Christ. I'm Catholic. I was born in Christ. It's all I've ever known. I've only known Christ. I was baptized as a baby. So I tried to explain to them, okay, so Christians, they're born again and they receive Christ. They're baptized, and that's the most beautiful thing in the world. But the fact that Roman Catholics baptize their babies, well, what the hell is wrong with that, man? I mean, I had my daughter Francesca. She's 26 now. She's a little tiny baby, and I baptized her, and I put Christ in her heart. That's how I feel it is, and other people don't have to agree with me, but there's nothing wrong with that. And then she can choose whatever she wants the rest of her life. But I gave her God in her heart as my little tiny infant. I mean, I could cry. How could you take that away from me?
Absolutely.
But like, they fight me. They fight me on that. They fight me on that. I'm like, no, I gave her God. You know, if I want to do that, I can do that. She can make any choice in life she wants. You know?
Okay.
I don't know. I just think they're too harsh. They're too damn harsh.
I was raised in a Catholic church. I was baptized as a baby. I went through catechism classes. I made my first communion. I have all of that.
Me
and
too.
They were values that my mother instilled in me.
Me too.
And I'm grateful for them. And as
Me
I got
too.
older, my mother gave me freedom to explore
Yeah.
other things and make my own decisions of what I believe when I got old enough to make them.
Not till 8:10.
Right.
So the biggest thing I would tell you when they say things like that to you is,
Yeah, it went from over there.
these are the beliefs that I instilled in my child as a baby.
Yep.
And as she grew, I gave her the freedoms to make her own choices.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And that's what you tell them. And Brian, I'm not ignoring the chat, you guys. I am watching both. You're right. They are trying to push God out of our society and out of our world. And the problem is, we're not standing up and saying no. That's where the problem's coming in. So many of us are retreating behind walls because we're afraid of the confrontation. It's not happening in my world. I just don't.
See, I got a problem with that because I like the confrontation.
Me too. I do. I'm flat up tell you flat out. This is my, I have a thing that I laugh with my friends about. This is my world. You're lucky I let you live in it.
That's pretty much what it comes down to, too. But the thing of it is, though, you talk about babies being baptized. Look, if babies are born into this world without sin, but they are born into a world of sin. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Babies do not have sin. They don't know what sin is. So if something happens to a baby, whether it's been baptized or not, it's going to heaven, man. It's going directly to heaven.
Exactly. Because babies, like you said, and babies, it's like you see these kids with the hate speech and all that. Babies are not born with hate in their heart. They're taught.
Oh, man.
They're taught it. They're taught it.
They go straight to heaven. Do not pass hell. Do not collect $200.
Exactly.
Chasing bones. Oh, that's awesome.
But we are born in a world of sin.
Yes, we are.
That is taught to us.
Well, my belief on this is a little bit different, and that's okay.
Okay.
I respect what you're saying. I respect what you're saying and everything. The only thing I have is you got to always remember that there's two rules of Christianity: that of the church, that of God. Right?
Yeah.
Don't get the two mixed up. They're two separate things altogether. Now, as far as baptism goes, I believe that baptism's a good thing. I got nothing against baptism. In fact, sometimes I do baptism, sometimes whatever. But whether a person's baptized or not, some people say, well, if you're not baptized, you're not going to get to heaven. Other people say you have to be baptized. Other people say you don't have to be baptized. So instead of all that, what I do is I look exactly at what my God said. And that doesn't necessarily mean it's your God, but my God, my belief in my Jesus. I read what he said. He said, the only way to get to heaven is through me, right?
Yep.
That's the only way, and to believe in the Father. And the two rules to get there is to love Jesus and treat your neighbors the way you want to be treated. And if you follow these two rules, everything's golden, right?
Exactly.
Okay, he did not say you have to be baptized. He said it's a good idea to be baptized.
Oh, see, now that's what Jesus Christ said it himself. Mark 16.
I got. Let me finish.
16, he said it himself. He who believeth and is baptized shall be saved. So that's part of going to heaven. That's the first part when he was risen from the grave.
That's good.
No. Listen to what he's saying. Let him finish, honey.
I hear exactly what he's saying, but he's going way later, and then he's going by preaches teaching of Paul. He's not going by what Jesus Christ said.
Well, that's your opinion, and that's good. But I mean,
that's what the Bible says. It's not my opinion. That's what the Bible says.
Well, that's good. Anyway,
but you need to let him finish, please.
Anyway, if I could finish.
I'm cutting off right now, but I'll be listening because I got to go take a shower, but I'll be listening.
Okay, let me finish. But Jesus said, by being baptized, you can receive the Holy Spirit. That's it.
And the Holy Spirit is what? I haven't left yet.
I'm done. That's all I had to say.
But I'm saying, what is the Holy Spirit?
I'm done.
Well, you're coming into the Blessed Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Spirit, the Holy Spirit.
The Holy Ghost.
You know, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. And they are, while separate, they are all one unity, one united being.
Exactly.
For lack. So you can say, just as Danny is saying, he's saying basically what we're saying. He's just saying it in a different way.
He's saying it in a different form, but he also, when he was saying that, he was basically saying that you don't have to be baptized because they never said to be baptized, which Jesus Christ did say be baptized.
Okay, so I have a question for you. I don't know your name.
Mr.
I don't know your name. The
Mr.
one that was
Gary, late for dinner, whatever. It all works.
Okay. All right. The one that was cutting out. So I don't know. Okay. So hear me out for a second. I'm just kind of coming into this conversation. I'm just kind of mulling it over and trying to put pieces together, and I'm not Don't call me out if I say something. You know, I'm thinking aloud right now. This is
No,
the
go
think
right
aloud
ahead.
moment.
I'm listening.
So what I was thinking aloud. Okay, so what I'm thinking is I grapple with this. I grapple with this all the time. I believe in Jesus. It's my personal opinion. I believe in God. I believe in the Holy Trinity with all my heart and soul every single day. That's my opinion. That's me. Okay. So people who live, okay, I believe in baptism and communion and confirmation and, you know, the holy sacraments. But in the Bible, it also says people can sin and sin and sin and sin. You know, the, what do you call it? The accountants, who was not Saul, who was the accountant in the Bible? It doesn't matter. You know, like the wretched people in the Bible. But when it comes down to it, when you're dying, when you meet Jesus, he can look at you and say, I don't know you. He doesn't say you weren't baptized. So it has, Jesus sees your heart. He doesn't say, okay, Jesus doesn't have a big checklist in his pocket. Oh, were you baptized? Were you this? Were you that?
I agree. I fully agree with what you're saying because it's one of my biggest things. There's a big
And
passage.
I think we have that checklist. I think we have a human checklist of all these human sacraments, and we have to, you know, these sacraments and this and do unto others as you want done unto you. And, you know, I love my country girl, but I love everybody too. Am I
Well,
as close to everybody as country girl? No.
What if
But
I just
when it
told-
comes down to it, Jesus doesn't have a checklist. Jesus just sees our heart in the end.
How do you know you don't have a checklist?
I didn't say you know, we're not bringing it to that
Does he have a
level.
checklist? How do you know? Anyhow, it's like
How
this.
do you know that? Wait, excuse me. You're missing the point of what I'm saying.
Oh,
How do I know he
trust me,
doesn't
I
have
know
a checklist?
exactly.
I didn't say I knew he didn't have a checklist. I'm saying we don't know in the end. But when we meet Jesus in the end, we don't want him to say, I don't know you. And the way you're talking right now, I don't know if he's going to know you, kid.
Well, see, now right then and there, you're judging me. So that's the first draw.
Because
That's the first
no, you're not being nice.
No.
I'm only saying you're not being nice.
I'm not being. It's not that I'm not being nice. I'm not being mean either. But I'm just saying, right there, you had judged me right there already. So
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. You're not being nice.
Hang on. Allie, honey. This is exactly what I started this whole thing about. He has a right to his beliefs. It's free speech and free belief. Even if you don't agree with him or I don't agree with him or
But
Dan,
he said to me, how do I know he doesn't have a checklist? I don't know if Jesus has a checklist or not. I didn't say if he had one or not.
No,
That's
you said
the
you
answer.
don't have a checklist.
That's your answer to his question is, I don't know. It's just what I choose to believe. That's the
That's
answer.
what I said. That's what I tried to say to him, and he's
But
not hearing it.
So
But
he's
I'm
not
telling you-
being mean. He's just telling you that he has, and one of the things I love, and Mock and I have gotten into a couple of discussions, is we can bounce stuff off of each other. And sometimes it's designed just to make you stop and think, are you certain on where you're at? Because sometimes people can make you think and you're going, you know, I never looked at it that way. And it gives you another platform to explore.
But I don't know if Jesus has a checklist or not. I said that. I don't know.
Look, let me tell you something. I don't think of anything bad of you at all whatsoever. I love each and every one of you the same. I'm just telling you what the Bible says. That's why you need to go in and read the Bible and then mark me wrong. And if I'm wrong, come back to me. That's what I'm saying.
I read the Bible every single day, and I don't want to mark anybody wrong.
My personal belief, and I believe Tim says it in the chat as well, is that what I was taught and what I read in my Bible is that God says, whosoever believeth in me, who has me in their heart, who does what they're saying, but whosoever believeth in me shall be saved. And when you accept that Christ died for your sins, Christ died to save me, when I can accept that in my heart and live what I believe is a good person, I'm okay. you know, I am going to heaven. My name is written in that book of life. That's my personal belief.
Well, listen, hey, Tim, look at Matthew, Mark 16:16, and it'll tell you exactly what Jesus Christ said. I don't have to go no further than that. Rest of you guys, hey, I love you all the same. Your religion is what you want to believe. Only thing I'm trying to do is guide you in the right way by reading the Bible. Whether I'm right or wrong, read the Bible. You guys have a great day. I'm going to go take a shower because it's my granddaughter's birthday party.
You know I love you, Mom. I love you, baby.
I love you all. Take care. Have a great night.
Bye, baby. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and everybody is welcome to their opinions, and it's what this whole conversation stemmed from. You know, that everybody has a right to think or to feel or to say what they want, but you can discuss things without being ugly. You can say what you want to say without being hurtful to other people. It's possible. Now, I will admit to you, I am not perfect. If you flat get on my nerves and, for lack of a better term, piss me off, I will tell you exactly what I think and what I feel, and I won't care if you like it or not. That's who I am. But again, unless people are willing to stand up and fight for what they believe, then the Antifas and BLMs and white supremacists are all going to start slowly taking over this country. If we as Christians or believers or whatever way you want to label it, term it, whoever it is to you, if you're not willing to stand up and fight for your beliefs and fight for this country, then you're part of the problem. And that's just my personal belief. So how about we say that we have discussed this? I normally do not do political, religion, or anything like that in my channels for this reason. Tensions get a little high. I respect all of you.
It wasn't with me. I was just trying to talk to him because I read the Bible every day. He's telling me I don't, you know, I read the Bible every day.
I'm not blaming, I'm not accusing, just in general, it's getting a little tense. So while I respect everybody in here and your rights and your opinions, and it off camera, if you would like to discuss this further, I'm more than happy. I will talk.
I thought it was awesome. I thought it was a great conversation.
But I think it's time to take a time out, and we'll go back to fun chats, which my channel normally is. I've got probably about another 20, 30 minutes most before I got to get off of here anyway, because I've got to get some stuff done. So I love you all. Thank you for sharing. And now let's go back to something funny. Somebody pick a topic.
Okay, what are you cooking today?
I don't know. I have those pork chops I need to get done. I threw them in the freezer when I knew I was going to have to go out of town. So I pulled them out this morning. So I think I'm going to do some fried pork chops and maybe some green beans.
Nice. Oh, Scott's here.
I should, huh, Grizz? Yeah, Scott came in. Hi, baby. I did see you come in, darling.
Who was that we were talking to?
Mr. Mach 1. He's been around a while. He's a good friend. He's real sweet.
All right. No, I don't really have I didn't have chat up. I was talking. Oh, I have good news.
Awesome. Share good news.
God bless. I mean, you're my family here. I can say this. I could cry. Mark finally got okayed for unemployment.
Woo!
It's been since July 28th, CG. What a blessing. What a blessing. He just opened up the envelope. Oh my gosh. I wasn't really on the chat. I really wasn't paying attention because I'm so sorry.
That's awesome news.
He just opened the letter. Whoever doesn't know, I'm like crying. My husband's been laid off since July. I can't even talk.
Her husband has been laid off since July. They've been trying to get his employment pushed through, and they've had a couple of issues with an ID that was expired and then a social security card that wasn't signed, and they've just been giving them the royal runaround. So that's really awesome that he got the letter today. Finally got everything straightened out. He'll be getting his unemployment. That is awesome, honey.
Oh my God, it's a blessing, a blessing, a blessing. Oh my God, CG, I'm like so happy.
You should be.
I'm so relieved. You hear that, my cousin JD? Where are you? Let me send him a message. Oh, that's what I was dealing with when we were talking about Bible. I was like jumping in and out. Mark was talking to me. What a relief. What a relief. That was so scary, man. You know, you work your whole life, you put your, you pay your taxes, you know what I mean? And what is this? September what?
Today?
Yeah.
Today is 16th. JD says, cuz I love you, and he sent you bunches of hugs and hearts.
Oh, from July to like August, all through August, halfway through September, we haven't gotten any money come in. So this is like, thank you. I want to say thank you, Jesus, you know, but I don't know if it's suitable for our conversation, but oh my God, thank you so much. I'm so relieved.
I do that all the time. How many of y'all heard me say thank you, Lord, or thank God?
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. He just opened the letter. I'm like, oh, thank you, God.
Will you tell Mark I said I love him and I'm happy for him, and give him a big hug for me?
Oh, I will. He's cooking sausages, but I will.
I love my Mark.
Oh. Mark! Watch, he'll come here. Come here. I'm sorry for yelling.
What?
Country Girl wants to say something. She wants to say hi.
Hi.
Hey, baby, I just want to tell you I love you, and I'm glad you got it sorted out. I'm really happy for you, baby.
Oh, thank you.
And you know I love you. You're like my favorite,
Hey.
my favorite brother-in-law.
Sidekick.
Yeah,
Allison's sidekick.
You know I love you.
All right. Thank you, honey.
All right, baby.
Shalom.
He said, okay, thank you, honey. Shalom.
Shalom.
We're not Jewish. We're not Jewish, but he said shalom.
That's okay. He says all kind of fun things to me, so it's good.
Oh, JG, I will, sweetie. I'm just relieved right now, guys. It's like this huge weight is like, oh, thank you, God.
Yep, that's awesome. That's crazy. A whole gallon of milk like that. It took me, what, 30 minutes to drink a 20-ounce glass of it. Holy cow. That's awesome. I am so happy for you. What a relief.
What's he chugged all 8 pounds? What's Grizz talking about?
Grant Hubbard on his live stream this morning chugged an entire gallon of milk.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. He chugged an entire gallon. I would be so bloated I wouldn't be able to even breathe.
I wouldn't be able to, I don't know how he even like handled it.
Yeah. Hey, David, dear. How are you, baby? Right, Chris? Danny, you still with us, baby?
Hi, I'm here.
You just got quiet on me, so you know I'm enjoying looking at your pretty face, but I got to make sure you're okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. I'm guessing if he saves it, I'll have to go back and watch it. Allie JD says, Allie Oakley cousin, you got balloons and firework things and prayers and claps and cake, and he's celebrating with you.
Yeah, I see the chat. Go up before that. I see the chat, Mama. I can't see you live, but I see the chat.
Okay, as long as you can see it, we're good.
Go up before that. A little deleted.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, right? I'm so happy that that boy's doing well.
Yeah, me too.
Grizz, I got stretch marks on my stomach just watching him chug the egg. Oh, Lord.
Right?
What weighs 8 pounds? A gallon of milk weighs 8 pounds? No.
I've never weighed a gallon of milk. I know they're heavy, especially when you got 2 or 3 of them to carry up 3 flights of stairs.
Oh, me, yeah.
I have a lot of fun. Well, when my ex was here, we bought 3 gallons of milk a week for 2 people. Now we're
Wow.
lucky if I buy one every other week for me.
Right.
It was a lot of fun, David. I'm glad you were able to join us. We had a good time. I stayed up entirely too late, though. Holy cow. Thank you, Scott. You know I love you, baby. Oh, Autumn, don't make me come smack you. You are beautiful, honey.
I love Autumn. She's a doll.
You and your daughter. She is just as beautiful. You give her a big hug for me.
I love Autumn. She's a sweetheart. I
David,
know a
dear.
lot of people say things like that, CJ. People say, oh, I love you. No, I don't say it if I don't mean it.
Chris says yes, that a gallon of milk is 8 pounds, and David says it's the same as water, 8.48 pounds. 1 gallon.
Wow. A 1 gallon?
Is 8.48 pounds, or roughly 8 pounds.
Get out.
That's how come I gained weight on my last weigh-in, because I drank too much milk before I went. There you go.
Hey, Zen, how are you, darling? I'm glad to see you. And it was. We had a good time, didn't we? It was a lot of fun.
I can't believe a gallon of milk weighs 8 pounds.
Okay, fat boy, we're good, baby. Thanks, Autumn. Yeah, 8 pounds. Well, if you think about it, you live on the 3rd floor, too. Think about carrying 2 gallons of milk up. Or a gallon of milk and a gallon of juice. Think about how heavy that is.
I put 2 gallons in my backpack and I walk up the 3 flights all the time, like nothing.
Well, you know, when I lived on the 3rd floor, I told my apartments, I said, screw all this stuff. When you got to deal with the arthritis, and I'm doing good to get me up, let alone all the other crap. I told him I was going to put a pulley system with a rope, and I was just going to drop it to the bottom with a big old basket and load the basket up. And somebody up top.
Wait. You know I have that, right?
Must be nice. We didn't.
How do I make my camera go to the other side of my phone?
I don't know that you can, baby.
I have a basket I throw down 3 flights. I have a pulley system.
Yeah, we weren't allowed to do that. They wouldn't allow me to install a pulley. So it got carried. And fortunately, when my arthritis is really bad, I do have to give my ex credit for that. He did most of the carrying up the stairs. He'd give me the milk and the eggs and the chips and bread. And sometimes he'd do 4 or 5 trips to get it all upstairs. But I do got to give him credit for that.
Grizz is so funny, isn't he?
Oh, I love my Grizz. Okay, fat boy, chill, baby. It had to have. I mean, that's a boatload of milk to drink all at one time. Good Lord.
Okay, guys, I'm going to book it for now. I will talk at you later.
I love you, baby.
Thanks for hanging
out with us.
Bye, Chips and Bones. Love you, sweetie.
And I will be keeping you and your family in my prayers, honey.
Thank you. Talk to you later.
All right, babe.
Bye, everybody.
So I got to go to the grocery store. I got to get some 7-Up because I'm out of 7-Up, and I have another bottle of wine, but I don't have any 7-Up.
I bought 7-Up for the first time. It's delicious. I never had 7-Up before.
That is so foreign to me. That's really strange.
What, that I never had 7-Up?
Yeah, I mean, and most people have tasted it or Sprite or whatever, you know. But
I went into 7-Eleven and I got a thing of Sprite and I was like, do you have 7-Up? And they're like, maybe in the back. So they went and looked. They're like, yeah, we have a bottle of 7-Up, but it's not cold. I was like, okay, cool, I'll take it. So I never had 7-Up before. It's delicious.
Yeah, I like 7-Up. I do. I have to drink the diet, but it's not quite as good, but I do. Ryan says he's not a fan of 7-Up, but I think it's a taste. I know people that will drink Sprite and won't drink 7-Up and vice versa, either or. But I do the diet 7-Up with my wine, and it's really good. I don't drink a whole lot of soda because it's really not good for me, but I do drink it with my wine. Yeah, they do, Scott. A lot of people do it, sadly, but my bruise is getting better, by the way, Allie. It's really dark now, but it's only about that big.
What?
The bruise on my hip.
Oh my God, that was horrendous. Did you show them that?
I don't know. Did I show you guys the bruise on my hip where I fell in the tub?
Oh my God. Oh my God. I didn't know what it was. I'm like, what the hell was that bruise?
Oh, it
No,
hurt.
that was scary.
It hurt, let me tell you.
It looked like you got kicked with a work boot.
It hurt for sure. It's just small now. It's just a little bit bigger than maybe a tiny bit bigger than a quarter, but it's a dark, dark black now. But I tell you what, those first few days trying to lay down was just uncomfortable as hell. I fell in the shower, Brian. I'll show you. Mind you, this was almost a week ago, and it's mostly healed by now. It's just a tiny bit bigger than the size of a quarter now, and it's pretty dark black. But put it on me. I'll show you. Y'all see it? That was when I fell. That's on my hip, the side of my hip, and onto my butt cheek. Yeah, it was quite a hit, and then I jarred my other arm, which is
Fat
what-
boy, why are you deleting Scott?
JT.
Hi, Pickerick. Hi, Sweetie Pie.
Yeah, I do like 7-Up. I have to drink the diet now because of diabetes, but this weekend, or well, I guess it felt like a weekend, but was it yesterday, Allie, or night before? I don't think you were on with me. It was on one of these guys. I actually had a real Sprite because that was all they had. They didn't have anything diet, and I was thirsty.
Right.
It can do that, David, but since I live by myself, that wasn't the case. I just fell. Thanks, Joe. But when I fell and I jarred my arm, which triggered a flare of the arthritis in my right arm, and that last night at the hotel, Thursday night, was horrendous. I was in so much pain. I could barely move. In fact, I didn't even hold my camera. I propped it up on the nightstand and laid in the bed to talk to everybody. It was bad.
No, that hurt. That hurt like a son of a bitch. And I don't swear much, but that had to hurt, man. That
It hurt.
hurt.
It brought tears to my eyes for sure. And I think I kind of laid there in the tub for about 10 minutes before I could move. Yeah, me too, Rick. Here in about 10 more minutes, I got to get off here because I got to go to the office and get my rent straightened out, and I got to go to the grocery store. You're right, Scott. Who do you allow into your thoughts, and who do you allow to influence what you think or believe? Well, I suppose, Brian, if you were a masochist, you could figure out a way to have rough sex by yourself, but what fun would that be? Yes, Grizz is untouchable. Anybody that touches my Grizz will answer to me. Got it?
Got it. I went to type got it, and then I remembered I'm on.
Trying to incite a riot. Behave, Bubba. I do
You know
have.
what? I have to tell you.
What had happened is I had conditioned my hair, and I hadn't quite rinsed it out yet. But as I was rinsing, the conditioner was on the mat, and it was slippery, and I just lost my balance.
I have to tell you, he's been very well behaved.
He is. Grizz is a good guy. Yes, David, later on this afternoon I will be. I said I've got a few errands I need to go run, but once I get them done, I'll be back here, and I've got some stuff to do around the house.
Grizz is so funny.
He's a riot, but then that's why he's my Bubba, because, you know, I just love him. Yeah, all my wrenches know there are two people that are untouchable in my room, so they pretty much get away with murder and say what they want, but I try to keep them.
Who? Let me think. Grizz and the other one that we don't talk about?
We can talk about him. He's just.
Okay. That's funny, right?
I mean,
Let's
he is
see.
my friend. He's a good friend. He's one of the people that really.
Oh, I'm afraid of him, man. I don't say anything. If he posts something, I'm just like, I'm not even allowed to say hello to him. Like, whatever. But I can say hi to Grizz.
JD says, "Cuz this was so on point with what we spoke of yesterday." No, Sam is touchable. If Sam gets out of line, because he laughs, he'll have a good time with it. He'll think it's funny as heck. The other one actually is not in very often. He's really stepped back from YouTube. This Minute Man.
I'm not supposed. I can't. I'm not allowed to say hi to him.
Yes, you are. Good Lord, woman.
No. I'm like, oh, hi, Minute Man. Oh, I would say hi, but I'm not allowed to.
No. It's not that you can't say hi. He doesn't like it when everybody says, "How are you?" and he just talked to you 3 minutes ago. It's one of his things. It's like I don't like the F-bomb type. I don't care if you say it. You can say fuck all day long. I don't know what it is about that typed word that gets me. I don't know. I can't explain it. It's irrational. But again, it's my channel, right? So I don't have to make it make sense. It just has to be. But Minuteman actually is the one that helped me get all of my YouTube set up, that taught me how to do my videos, that taught me how to do my channel. He was there with me through most of the stuff with my ex a lot longer than anybody even knew what was going on. So he's kind of like he's got a special place in my heart. So.
Okay, so do you want to laugh? So my cousin JD and I keep talking to each other, and I forget I'm on chat. So he chats to me, and I keep typing back to him. I could be talking to him. It's so stupid. I'm so not used to being on a chat. I keep chatting back to him. I could be talking to my cousin. Hey, cousin, come up here. And don't tell me you're in your pajamas. Get your butt up here.
Brian, my Bubba gets a free pass because he's my Bubba. He's my big brother, and he's like my heart. I love him.
But also, Grizz he's not off color either. Grizz really toes the line, and he's a good boy. He's respectful on your chat. He doesn't do anything bad. He knows.
Grizz gets free.
Right?
Most of us, I think, it's just because we accept that Grizz is who he is. He likes to have fun. He likes to cut up. But for me personally, it's because he's my Bubba, and I love him. He's a big part of my heart. I just love you, Bubba.
Send JD a link. JD, please come up with me, please.
Oh my gosh, JD, I feel so horrible. How are you feeling?
Oh, he's fine. He's all better. He only had a cold. He's fine.
Okay, but I want to address this. Do you mind, Missy? My JD, I'm sorry. I did not think when I first came in to ask you how you're feeling today, baby. I apologize. I'm glad if you're feeling better, but I apologize. I did not ask you in the beginning, and I should have.
Make him come up.
He does get banned a lot. JD, Allison wants to know if you'll come up and say hello. Do you need the link in the chat, or do you want me to send you a private message?
JD, I'll be asleep later. Come up. Come say hi to me, please.
He says not right now, cuz later this evening.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Come up right now.
I got 5 more minutes anyway, because I got to get out of here in about 5 minutes.
That's not right.
I know exactly who it was, and Grizz knows exactly who it was, and he loves the hell out of antagonizing her because she gets to her.
What are you watching?
I understand, fat boy. I get it. I don't know what the difference is. I have not figured that out myself. It just is what it is, and it's my channel, so I can do whatever the hell I want. It's one of the joys of running your own live stream. You get to put the rules in, and they don't have to make sense to anybody but you. Hell, they don't even have to make sense to me. For some reason, it hurts me. I don't know what it is. It hurts me.
You're funny.
And in answer to your question, if I get a letter with that word, and I kid you not, honest to God, you guys, I know it's crazy. I take a pen and I scribble the word out. I don't know what it is about that word in print that bothers me. I don't know. Because I scribble the word out and then I go back and reread the sentence without it. No, it was on my stream and you didn't get banned. You just chose to leave. But I think you were going to do something else anyway. Be nice to my JD Alley. Only got a couple minutes. I got to wrap this up anyway.
I'm so nice to him, CJ. I sent him virtual chicken soup.
That's a very good thing. I sent him hot tea. Hey, Tammy, I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm just getting ready to shut down. I've got to go get some errands done and get some work done in the house. But I will be back on in a little while. Hey, Bobby, sweetie. So I don't know if anybody else is going to go live or not, but I've got to go get some stuff done, you guys. I got to get off here. So I love you guys. I love you all. Allie, thanks for hanging out with me, honey.
Sure.
I'll be on my text. You can text me while I'm running errands and stuff. It's fine.
Okay, honey.
But I'm going to get out of here, you guys. All have a great day. I will be back in a few hours. And if somebody else is on live, I'll pop one live at some point. But I'll be around. Around and around and around and around and around.
Oh, that was creepy.
What was creepy?
I'll text you.
Okay. All right, guys. Y'all have a great day. I love you, everybody. Bubba, mwah, kisses and hugs. I love you. Talk to you later, David, Mary, Brian, Tammy, Bobby, JD, my love. You know I love you. And anybody else I'm missing or forgetting, Fat Boy, love you, baby. I'm glad you're doing okay. At least hanging in there. And I will talk to you guys all later. Bye.